And we're back, boys. Episode 21 of the podcast.
Sir.
Version 2.
Version 2.
Yeah, so we had an episode featuring Chris, housemate Chris. We've got him again this time.
Look, something happened last week. Who knows? You know what I mean? The Hamburglar came in the night and stole the things.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe one of the people was speaking too loud. Maybe the microphone cut back and forth and just fucking died the entire thing. And I was just thinking,
Legit.
what the fuck?
Well, we're here.
Who knows?
We're
But
here
we're back
now.
here with housemate Chris.
Yeah, do you want to say hi real quick?
Yeah, hello. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to it.
Thank you for coming on. Before we go any further, we have a sponsor for this episode.
Puppy.
We've never had this sponsor before.
Never.
It's Puppy This.
At Puppy This, baby.
So at Puppy This on Instagram. Incredible phone cases. If we had video, I would show you the case that I'm currently got on my phone right now. It's the best fucking phone case you will ever have. I don't know if that's a good sponsorship because I just said the F word halfway through it, but
Fantastic, bro.
fantastic phone
Shows
cases.
passion.
Really, really high quality, great images. If you want a phone case, if you're in the market, go to Puppy This and check them out.
Exactly. We've got a 10% discount code in the description down below. So
Absolutely.
feel free to check that out. Show him some love. You know what I mean? Show, it's fellow Aussie. You know what I mean? We're trying to help people in, in desperate times that COVID is right now.
Yeah.
You've got biodegradable options. You've got sleek designs. You even got the really strong kind of ones that don't crack. Baz dropped his phone on the podcast last week.
And
How many cracks were there, Baz?
Just 2. Nah,
yeah. Just
Anyway.
in case Puppy is listening, there were 0.
yeah, there was none.
For legal purposes, there were 0.
Anyway, so we got Chris on this episode.
We do.
Let's have a quick intro. So, Chris, what do they need to know about you?
Why don't you give me an introduction and then I'll correct your shortcomings.
So I met Chris beginning of this year when he first moved in, and then we since moved into a different place together. And it's fucking great guy. Grew up in a
Thank you.
sort of. It's got a aristocratical. Is that it? Aristocratical.
You fucked up that
Aristocratical
word last
upbringing.
week as well.
Yeah,
Aristocratic, and I'm not aristocratic.
He's
He's
high
got-
class.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
almost aristocratical.
Almost.
Is that like
He's
addicting?
almost earned the LE. You know what I'm saying? He's aristocratic at the moment, but don't worry, Chris, soon. When you get your next private jet,
Like,
the
we've
LE
all
will
got
come.
something to aspire to, haven't we?
Of course,
a bigger
of
plane,
course.
a bigger yacht. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of it, eh?
My bad. Okay, here's a question I wanted to ask you guys, because this is a topic that comes up in our group a lot, which is what defines someone who's self-made? And I'll start off here because
Sheesh.
I don't think it's just about money. So I don't think that just because if you grew up with no money, sure, you're self-made, but I think it's more than that. I think it's about the privileges you have growing up. Because if you grew up in an upper middle class or even an upper class family in Cambodia and you had to immigrate to Australia or immigrate to America and then you made it there, I think you're self-made.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you reckon, Chris?
Actually, it depends how much upper middle translates to in the country you're moving to.
True.
Because if you're moving to Australia, from Australia to England, and you're fucking Kerry Packer's daughter, it's like, yeah, you got a couple of bills in the bank. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying?
What do you reckon, Chris?
Well, this is a conversation that we've had previously
Yeah.
and we've disagreed on.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually does have anything to do with your upbringing, especially. I think regardless of your upbringing, regardless of your parents' financial situation, your education, if you're starting from scratch and you build something from nothing, that's self-made.
I get what you're saying. See, look, I totally agree that the most common, and we talk about trying to make it and have money and all that stuff, and being self-made is such a trophy that everyone wants to hold on them.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it's as simple as just not taking money from your parents. It's like, sure, that's essential. You can't just take a small loan of $1 million. It needs to be beyond that. Like, if you've
Shout out to Donny T, baby.
fucking Donny T. I'm just saying that, if you've had privileges growing up, if you've had parents or like cousins, what if you have connections, but you don't have any money, but you have connections who have given you marketing setups. They've given you, essentially they've shown you how to set up a website.
They're giving you a foot in the door.
Exactly. That's so much more important than getting a $50,000 loan from your dad. Like, there's so many things that are so much more important in my head.
And what if you don't use those connections?
Yeah, here's where I'd push back on you there.
Yeah.
It might be more valuable in the long run, but it's still a skill you need to know. Even if you do have a cousin who's going to fucking help you or something like that, you need to be able to communicate well enough to see where they're at, see if they can help you, then try and leverage that opportunity and stuff. Whereas your parents just giving you a fucking blank check, that's very different to you having the skills to navigate socially without making someone you're related to feel exploited. Because a lot of times family members can definitely feel exploited if you're trying to push too hard. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I guess this is where the question is for me. which one do you think is easier to set up a business from? If you have $50,000 and that's like they're just being given from your dad, 50 grand, go start a business, versus him not giving you any money and you saving, I don't know, 2 or 3 grand, but you have cousins who have told you, like, this is how you do it. I'll walk you through setting up your websites. I'll walk you through getting your first few customers. I'll help you set up the marketing. Which one is more valuable?
Unless you have, it depends on the person. Unless you have like direct links, unless the cousins who are actually operating in that field you're trying to work in. If you're trying to do a drop selling business, right, just as something that like some of the listeners might be able to relate to, they might be able to give you ideas. They might be able to give you concepts like, oh, you know, you want to be able to match or beat competitive prices. You want to have a competitive edge, but none of that matters if you don't have the income. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you just get given 50K from your dad, then you can also just pay someone to help you do this. Whereas even if you're getting tips from someone else, you still need to find the capital to like source what you're going to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a lot of times the hardest thing to do. Even if you do have hookups, you're walking into a bank as a 25-year-old or 24-year-old trying to pitch them on some fucking drop selling business. They're going to laugh you out of there unless you've got a massively competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Which I don't think a lot of people, like drop selling is probably a dodgy industry because some succeed and some don't. And a lot of times you can't quite differentiate why. Because they got the exact same product from fucking Alibaba at the exact same price, you know?
Yeah. I mean, do you think it's more connections or money?
I mean, I think that everyone has, irrespective of your background, everyone has some advantage, whether it be money. Even if you've grown up with nothing, you might have a natural charisma, which will draw people in, and that will build up your success in your career and your business. Or maybe you're an idiot, but you've got your dad bankrolling you. But everyone has some innate advantage that they need to tap into and exploit. Well, not exploit, but make the most of.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. So I just watched like a 2-hour podcast from Joe Rogan with Yeonmi Park. Essentially, in that podcast, what happened is that Yeonmi Park is a North Korean escapee. I would highly recommend this podcast episode. I think it looks so interesting. It's 1691, I think, maybe 1693, something like that. If you listen to just 5 minutes of it, you're in there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour podcast, but the first 2 hours is all that matters. It just gets political after that. But essentially, like what I learned from that is that the biggest privilege isn't the money that you have. Oh, it might not be the money that you have. It might not be the connections you have. It's the country that you're born in. You could have connections.
That's huge.
You could have the highest IQ. You could have the highest charisma. If you don't speak English and you're born in Uganda, what the fuck are you going to do? What if you don't have internet access?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with your privilege?
I mean, and that's what makes the stories of the people who escape poverty in like rich countries who don't have easy outs so fantastic. You know what I'm saying? But no, you're 100% right. I think that's something that a lot of people, they take for granted. Like even us living in Australia, we have ties with the UK where we have essentially this like agreement where you can go over there and work before the age of 25 and get a working visa very easily.
Yeah, 2
years. It's a simple, exactly. And if you've got a good company, if you've got a degree, they might sponsor you. You know what I mean? You already have, there's a lot of similarities between English and Australian culture that you can fit in at least like better than a lot of other people who are coming into the country.
Absolutely.
You even speak
as
the
Chris.
language.
I mean, Chris lived in London for, was it 2 years, 4 years?
4.5 years.
There we go.
4.5 years, man. What made you want to go to England?
My family, a lot of my family is from the UK, and I always knew that I would live in the UK. So the opportunity arose and I took it.
Now, Chris, don't laugh at this, but when you were moving to the UK, was there any thoughts of like maybe living outside of London, like Manchester or Liverpool?
Outside of London?
Yeah, no, in the other expansive areas.
Say like Leeds.
Leeds?
Or Wales.
Wales?
Okay, guys, don't take the piss, mate.
But don't make me laugh.
Man.
The answer is no.
Why not? I've heard that the L&L, Leeds and Liverpool, have the best nightlife.
I have heard that nightlife up north is fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so by all means, go up there for a night. Doesn't mean you have to live there.
I wouldn't mind living there for like a week or two.
A week or two?
I wouldn't mind living there for like 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
You're pushing it a little bit with two, maybe one. Nah, just joking with all you guys up north.
I did live there for a couple of minutes on a train as we went past.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Wait, where were you going to on that train?
On the Lake District.
What's the lake?
He's going to Buckingham Palace to visit his Aunt Emily.
My great Aunt Emily.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Is she that great?
Well, she thinks she is.
What is a great aunt? What the fuck does that mean?
Like
Your
one who gives you
grandparents'
hand jobs under the
siblings.
table? I don't know. What is it?
Oh, I saw that with Lisa Ann.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to our previous episode. In fact, shout out to our last episode. If you guys haven't seen it, we did reacting to Pornhub comments. So make sure you go peep that out. It's on the YouTube right now. Maybe we'll chuck a link down in the description below.
Absolutely.
Fucking peep that shit out.
Yeah. So what's a great aunt?
Your grandparents' siblings.
Your grandparents' sibling.
Yeah, like so your grandmother's sister is your great aunt, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That just reeks of 1%. I'm not going to lie, man.
What are you talking about?
It's like, oh, my great aunt. It's like Godfather.
It's just an expression.
Why is Godfather Riku?
Also,
Yeah.
it's like having, what's it called? Someone's son? What is it called? A godson? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Who the
that
fuck
got
has
to do with-
godsons
Do you not
these
have
days?
godsons in Arabic culture?
What is godson?
It's like
Is that real?
well, it's
Yeah.
no, it's not really real these days.
What do you mean it's not really real?
Meaning back in the day, the idea was if the parents died, the godmother and godfather would then take control. Like they would look after the kids.
What if they don't?
Well, exactly. But these days, it's literally just like, oh yeah, do you want to be godson to my kid?
I mean,
like,
like the
oh,
idea
yeah.
behind it is that the godparents will provide spiritual counsel to the child. That's the idea behind it.
Yeah.
In theory.
These days.
Yeah, that's
These
what
days,
it's
how does it
evolved
apply?
to.
Yeah, exactly. These days, it's just kind of like a flex. Like you get all your mates saying like, all right, who's going to be the godson?
A
Whoever
flex?
fucking chugs a beer fastest.
Whoever chugs a beer fastest.
That's definitely going to be what I do. When I have a fucking son, it's like, all right, you can be the godfather. It's a competition of fucking shotgunning. Whoever shotguns fastest, you get it. Ease fees.
So Ollie's going to get it?
Shout out to Ollie. He did a fucking shotgun in 3 Instagram stories.
That was the funniest thing ever.
Oh, it was.
So our boys group chat, which has got like 5 people in it from primary school, actually, we know each
Yeah.
other.
Incredible.
Yeah, we did.
Primary school.
Yeah, we all did a shotgun together. I think it was on my birthday, right? Or someone's birthday. Or maybe we were just hanging out.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were doing it one at a time so we could all get it on Instagram. And the first one will be like Jamo doing it like 3.3 seconds. And then Aaron does it and it's fucking like 2 seconds, like all really fast.
Hey. I beat Aaron.
Okay,
bro.
4
Relax.
seconds. And then I do it in fucking 5 seconds. And then Ollie does it for 3 Instagram stories.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
3 fucking Instagram
It's funny as well because for
stories.
people who don't know the shotguns, obviously, you puncture your hole, you get your lips ready, and then you flip your head up, right?
Yeah.
And he did the flip up the head like real aggressive. And so it's like, oh shit, he's about to go here.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't end. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, have you ever seen those TikToks or like those GIFs that are made to fuck with people where it never ends and it's like a bus slowly going
and it
towards the wall. It's like,
keeps going.
yeah. It's like going through all these different directions and you're just like, wait, is anyone going to hit? And you sit there for 5 minutes before you realize like, oh, fuck, I'm a dickhead. I'm an idiot right now.
I've never stayed there for 5 minutes, but
It felt like 5 minutes. Look, after a while, I did start suspecting that the bus won't actually crash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After a little bit, maybe 10
How
minutes.
disappointing.
It was pretty disappointing, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, fire. Oh, you were telling me, I'm actually really interested. You were telling me about some scam call that you got?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I got a call from someone claiming that that the internet was slow. And what's ironic is
Your Wi-Fi?
Yeah. And the internet at my house is actually fucking dead right now. It's really bad because there's just so many people living there, and there's a lot of people on the 2.4 gigahertz network, whatever, right? People who don't know, you have the 5, and I think it's 2.4 gigahertz network.
Yep.
Secret tip: use the 5 because
Yeah,
most
100%.
appliances don't use the 5; they use the 2.4. So you're less likely going to get as many people on the network. Anyway,
Yep.
So I got this call and I knew that, and I was like, this is a bit weird though because my name isn't in the title of the thing.
So, what was the intro call? How did they open the call?
He said he was from, I think, Dell or something like that.
Yep.
Or maybe he didn't say that, but he said he was trying to pretend like he was from an ISP.
Yep.
Right? ISP, internet service provider, for people who don't know. So like the internet service providers will then often sell the internet networks to the people who then sell the internet plans to you. So you might be with a company, but they're actually using someone else's infrastructure. However, with Telstra, and Telstra owns the infrastructure. So I was immediately a bit confused, like, this is a bit weird. Like Telstra and Optus own like Australia.
A bit weird. Bit suspicious.
Anyway, so I started getting this call, and I also realized my name isn't on the deed. It's on my dad's name, right? So I'm like, why is he calling my number? And I'm like, oh, so how'd you get my number? And he's like, oh, you logged into the internet. And here's how I immediately knew it was a scam, because I've got a fucking 100 gig data plan. So I only use fucking, just 4G.
Yep.
So the chances that I just logged in fucking randomly and I'm like, yeah, all right, mate. But I played along. I wanted to see what happened, right? And so he started saying, oh yeah, so just type in speed test Telstra and go and click this thing. And, it was like 8 download and 4 upload. So it's fucking trash.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, I've got a lot of people living in my house, and I would, like, for someone who wasn't like thinking, They might have been like, oh, someone else has called, and they've just called me. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, so they call it. He's like, oh yeah, can you type in? And he was so slow. He would be like, he's acting like you're a fucking idiot because he's obviously following a script. But he's like, oh, so do you see the control button, the CLT or CRT or whatever the fuck it is? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what is the button next to it? I'm like, there's the Windows and the Shift. And he's like, oh, could you press the Windows button? And then along with the Windows button, could you also press the R button? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've got run up. What are you fucking, what is this fucking guy? And he's like, now could you type in E for Evie, V for Veronica, E for, and essentially it comes up with the keywords in run for event viewer, which shows a lot of things going on. Anyway, I immediately obviously don't press the fucking things in because I don't know what it's going to do.
But you plug along.
Well, yeah. So I go into Google and I type in that and then scam caller or something like that. Yeah. And it comes up with all this stuff. And it was so fucking jokes because I didn't see that. And I'm like, oh, so you're a scam caller. And he's like, sorry, what? I'm like, oh, like I typed in that into Google and you're obviously a scam caller. That's interesting. And he's like, well, sir, did I ask you for any money or anything like that? I'm like, no, but like, you know, obviously you're a scam caller. You just call, you know, you don't.
You're just telling him this straight up.
Yeah, just having a chat.
The scammer was getting defensive.
Yeah. And then I'm like, and he's like, no, sir, like, you know, I'm just trying to help you and stuff like that. And he wasn't getting aggressive, which a lot of times scam callers do.
That's the main
So
thing.
I was like, let's see what goes on. I'm like, so what's the name of the person who owns the account? And he's like, oh, the name? And he's like, yeah, what's the name of the person who owns the account? And he's like, okay. And he starts searching my number. And he's like, oh, so it's an Optus number. And I said, yeah, it's an Optus number. It's not. It's an amazing number. Uses the Optus infrastructure. But I'm like, let's see what he does here.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, your number's not coming up. And I'm like, really? That's so weird. And then I start saying this. I literally start talking to him on an empathetic level. I'm like, mate, like I know COVID's, you know, getting people down and stuff like that. Everyone's having a hard time, but you don't have to go around scamming people. Surely you can get a different job elsewhere. And he's like, hangs up the phone. And then I start calling him back. So I'm like, no, I want to fucking have a chat. Yeah, I want to talk to this cunt, right?
Sheesh.
I later on get a call from the same number. I got a different scam call, like one of the ones that try and record your voice print. So, you know, you call up, you say, hi, my name's James. And then it just hangs up. Like from a completely different number later on. But then I get a call back from that same number and I call. And because I've had 2 scam calls in a day, I'm not saying the first word. And it pauses for a second. And then an old Australian woman's like, hello? I'm like, yeah, hello, who's this? And it's like, I got 2 missed calls from your number. And I realized
they're just taking random cunts'
they've
numbers.
hijacked people's numbers to call from it because it came as a mobile number. Like
What
a
did you
standard
tell her?
Australian. I just told her like, oh yeah, I got scam called from someone, so I guess they fucking hijacked your number. And she's like, oh shit, so I guess we're both getting messed around and we're gonna lose all our money. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And she hung up the phone.
That's so good.
Right, it was fucking hilarious, man.
Dude, what do you guys do when you get a scam call? Okay, if you get a call from an unknown number, what's your first reaction?
Don't answer.
Really?
I scan my calls.
Really? I mean, so how do you do it when? Okay, so say someone calls you and then says like, "Hey, is this Christopher?"
Well, I use my mobile for work, so all right. So I do actually pick up if it looks like a legit number from someone that I work with. So I will pick up, but if it's not immediately legit, in my opinion, then I just hang up.
Are you?
I haven't got time to entertain scanners.
I know for a fact that me and Bas have very similar personalities. We're like, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Let's have a bit of fun.
That does sound fun, though.
And this is the funny thing. So I get a call today when I'm on the bus, and it's like, hello, is it? I was going to do the accent. Hello, is this Basil? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it is Basil. How can I help? And he's just like, and then this is how you know it's a scam call. My name is whatever his name is. I'm calling from, and then he says he's a weird business name that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a scam call or a sales call. And then you go, okay, yeah. So how can I help you? And then he's like, oh yeah, so I'm calling in regards to your Amazon package coming today. I'm like, oh, what, really? He's like, yeah. I'm just letting you know that the driver's out in front right now. And I was like, wait, holy shit! So because I was out of the home at that stage, so I was like instantly, I was like, holy fuck!
We actually did have Amazon packages.
Yeah. No, it was not a scam call. I don't know why this guy is running it. Like he's talking to me like it's a sales call. Like he was trying to get. Like just have a chat with me.
Pitch to you.
Yeah. I was like, well, why didn't you just tell me that from the beginning? That it's like, I'm sure a lot of the time people just got not interested and hang up.
It'd be so funny if like when Bas said like, oh, they call from a weird business. He's like, yeah, no, they said like, oh, I'm from Australia Post or something. Like, what kind of fucking business is that? Like, what do you mean?
Nah, but I was shocked. I was like, holy fuck. Like I think the average person would have instantly said not interested and hung up.
Fingers fucking crossed that everyone can hear this audio difference, baby.
Yeah.
We just got a new setup. I'm sure a lot of you saw in the Instagram. We've got some Roadcasters. We got the Rode
Everything
Procaster.
Everything
Rode everything, bro.
Oh, you two are so excited.
If you guys don't know what Rode is, it's an Australian brand.
Is it Australian?
Dude, look at the mic. It says made in Australia on the bottom.
Oh my God, I'm so happy now.
Yeah. So it's an Australian brand, but it's known to be like the top of the top for audio.
It's fucking fantastic.
It is,
dog.
yeah. So I really hope that you guys can
Shout out to
hear the
Rode, dog.
difference.
I know they don't need the shout out, but we will shout them
Future
out.
sponsor.
We will shout them out on the Rode Procaster and the Rodecaster Pro.
Dude.
It's funny how they've just changed the pros between the Rode Procaster, which is the mics, and the Rodecaster Pro, which is the fucking mixer.
It's clear that they've made it so that it sounds like as much, so that they've pitched the fucking
They're trying to link them
company
together,
name as
yeah.
much as they can and link it to
100%.
podcasting and all that shit. Fuck. What do you guys think about the Rona vaccines?
Ooh.
That's a fucking.
I've had mine.
You've had one.
I've had my first
How,
one.
you got?
so he had AZ.
Yeah, the
How was it?
controversial one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck that.
What were your side effects?
I was a bit fatigued and I had a headache and I was
Genital
a little bit
warts.
unwell, but it wasn't anything.
Genital warts.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a small price to pay.
It actually makes it bigger if you think about it.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, after the blood clot, especially.
Oh, yeah.
It actually trapped fucking blood down there. I used to be a grower, now I'm a shower. Fucking fantastic.
But yeah. So how were the side effects? Was it rough or what?
It wasn't bad, but I just spoke to my colleague today who had it this week, and she was sick as a dog. She was in bed for like a day and a half, very, very unwell. So I think I escaped relatively unscathed.
Do you guys think you're quote unquote tough when it comes to illnesses and stuff? Or are you like, because you hear those people who like get, I'm not trying to belittle anyone's pain and stuff like that. Everyone just feels pain differently. And so a pinch to us that doesn't hurt might fucking kill someone else. And that like, it's just as valid a fucking reaction. But like, do you ever see someone who gets sick from something? You're like, fucking grow up, cunt. Like,
Well, it depends on the
you've got
situation.
a runny nose and you're talking about you can't go
Are
outside.
they being opportunistic or not?
Yeah.
I think there's two questions there. The first question is, what's your pain tolerance? The second one is, do you get sick easily? Because in terms of getting sick easily, apart from runny nose, which I have year round, I very rarely get sick. But when I do get sick, I'm such a little bitch. I literally just want to sit in bed. I don't want to talk to anyone. Like, don't fucking touch me. Don't talk to me. Don't anything. I just want to relax and get over this shit because it's so uncommon.
Yeah, I think I had glandular fever when I was 18.
Yep.
And for some reason, I don't know what happened, but I'm very like prone to tonsillitis. Yeah. So I get tonsillitis.
Oh, that's
quick.
bad.
It sucks.
Just get it removed.
But it's fucking whole issue. Apparently, like if you get them removed, that's the first defense between your body and your lungs. So if you get your tonsils removed, then suddenly you're risking lung infections before the tonsils. And I'm like, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have tonsils infected and fucking hate my life for a few days than that. Yeah. But I've noticed that the issue is, there's like a famous antibiotics that they always just give me and it fucking just doesn't work on me anymore. I mean, it does, but it just takes longer and it sucks as a result. Amoxicillin. Fucking hate that shit, dog.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very familiar with it now. I swear to God, I'll have it like fucking 8 times a year or some shit like that.
That's
but
fucking tough.
aside from that, I fucking very rarely get sick. I walk out in like, cold doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what's actually funny?
No,
This fucking made me laugh so hard. It's so insensitive, but the other day I was walking home and there was like quite a bit of a wind and I was feeling a bit cold and I was like, oh, this sucks. And then I realized like, homeless people have to deal with that all the time. Yeah. There's no like, I'll be home in 5 minutes, so it's all right. They've got to be like, I guess it's just cold now. I'll get some fucking cardboard bins and try and build a fucking wind barrier or something like that.
I think they acclimatized to their situation. I don't think they feel it the same way that we feel.
You'd fucking hope so, eh?
Yeah.
True. I mean, that's fucking homelessness is a sad thing. Because it's like, what do you do if you're just suddenly dropped on the street, you have no family, your bank account doesn't match, nothing. You don't have degrees, you don't have anything. You're just on the street. This is an actual question. What would you do?
I feel like there's too much infrastructure that anyone who's not high on drugs and can't think clearly can access. Like,
you would think in Australia the opportunities exist for you to sort of get up.
100%.
It's a genuine question.
But you would hope so, but I don't know.
Like, okay, you have $20 in your pocket. What do you do?
Go to a homeless shelter, try and secure a bed for the night.
Which homeless shelter?
There's plenty of homeless shelters.
Which one?
Go to a library, get a library card, get access to the computers, use a free Wi-Fi, find where the homeless shelters are. It's not a difficult problem.
I would just ask a random person, can you just Google where the nearest homeless shelter is?
Yeah, I know. And then they'll look at you and be like, no, sorry, I have no money.
Yeah,
keep walking.
no, I'll keep asking.
But does the homeless shelter provide you with Like, do they help you get back on your feet, or is it literally just a place to stay?
Even if it's just a place to stay, so you're like out of harm's way, you know what I'm saying?
But don't they have like counselors and other people that can
I'm
help
sure
you
they
get
do,
on to like
But not tonight.
job?
Tonight. What are you going to do tonight? How are you going to secure your next meal? How are you going to secure tomorrow? How are you going to secure next week?
Go to a homeless shelter.
I mean, like, wouldn't you go to like a train station and sleep on a bench or?
That's what I'm saying. Like in Australia, I understand in different areas of the world, there's different levels of homelessness. Even in Australia, like the CBD, the homeless population is much more docile than a lot of times in
what does docile mean?
Like calm.
Okay.
They're not very like dangerous.
Yeah, because they're on fucking
Heroin.
they're on heroin.
Yeah,
Most
but even
relaxed
still,
people ever.
there's enough people there.
It's the meth heads that's the issue.
Yeah, but also you got to think like, if we suddenly took, so there was this whole argument that ScoMo was trying to put, not ScoMo, who was the last guy? Turnbull.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to put it in, which was you have to piss clean in order to get the dole. The dole is like government checks.
It's welfare.
Exactly,
Yeah.
welfare.
Well, that's there's a lot of issues when you do that.
Well,
man.
exactly. So he was proposing this, and one of the issues I heard, it was actually by a guy, Friendly Geordies, who's like a YouTuber guy, but he's like more kind of left-wing person. But it was actually quite an interesting point. Like, we have a very, very fucking safe city in Sydney. You walk around, I'm not going to talk from a woman's perspective. I understand that there's like different risks and shit you face. Yeah. But as a bloke, I can walk around at 5 a.m. I can walk around at fucking 10 a.m. Like, I can walk around from fucking midnight to the morning and be very fucking safe.
Yep.
Like, you have to go to specific areas for there to be dodgy shit. And you also just have to run into the wrong crowd. Like, Sydney as a whole is very safe compared to most capital cities throughout the fucking world.
We'll just pretend Sydney's a capital city.
Okay, it's the real capital.
It's the real capital city, mate. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And also, Sydney has a relatively moderate climate. So what happens if you're homeless in North America or even Russia where if you're outside for an hour, you're dead. Like, you'll freeze to death very quickly. What happens then?
That's fucked,
You
man.
think about Toronto in the winter when it's like minus 40 degrees.
Yeah.
It's fucking outrageous.
This actually takes us to another
Toronto is one of the lowest fucking points of Canada as well.
in Toronto.
Yeah, it's like it's in Ontario, and so it's like quite low down. Imagine if you're in the fucking northern areas.
I will say better to be homeless in Canada than fucking Russia.
I'll
take Canada any fucking day.
Probably get fucking euthanized in Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, this actually takes me to something that you and I, Chris, were discussing today, which is street smarts versus book smarts.
Yeah.
What do you reckon is more important? Say you had 20 points. You know, it's like a game. You had 20 points, and you could dedicate it. You could put 20 points into book smart to be the smartest academic, and just everything, you just read it, you understand it immediately.
It depends
or you
if
could
you
have the
like.
opposite.
You can't have one or the other.
It depends
where do you allocate your points?
It depends if you like low risk, medium reward, or if you like high risk, fucking very high reward.
Explain.
So if you're doing book smarts, there's channels for you to succeed. You know what I mean? You do really well, you become a specialist, you fucking work for a bank or an engineering company or an accountant fucking firm, whatever.
Still need to have some street smarts, I think, if you work in the private sector.
Interview.
Getting
grades is not enough.
No, but as a specialist, it doesn't matter. You could be an autistic fucking kid who doesn't speak the language, and as long as you're a gun accountant, you can get a job as a specialist where they put you in a corner. Or like, you think like actuarial studies.
Hard, bro. You still get an AC interview.
Potentially. But if you've got HD, I've never heard of someone who gets HD grades in economics and struggle to get a job.
I've seen a lot of them.
You haven't seen a lot of them because you haven't seen a lot of people get HDs as an average.
Yeah, but still, they'll do well, but they won't get a good job. They'll just get they'll get an average job, and the reason why is because they're not good at interviewing.
I mean,
and I've seen more of the opposite. I've seen a lot more people who get bad grades but have killer interpersonal skills get really prestigious jobs.
I know.
Yeah, I agree.
But you got to think like in terms of averages. Like you have to have the right person to speak to. I had 2 interviews recently, right, for very similar industries. One interview was in person, so that definitely helped, and I was able to fucking be very charismatic. I was able to talk to them. It was really great. And then the fucking next interview, it was over Zoom, and I was talking to people who were just less receptive to that kind of speak. Yep. They were much more serious people, and suddenly things went like worse. Not bad, but it wasn't as good.
Because you can't connect with people.
Exactly.
Well.
It's hard to connect with people who don't want to be connected with.
Yeah.
You have to like put in more effort. And so my point is that like, if you have straight book smarts, you have a clear asset. You've got a piece of paper which shows how good you are. Whereas if you have street smarts, you don't have any piece of paper showing that you've got this skill. It's up to you to prove it every time, which is why I think like you have the chance of high reward, but there's definitely high risk associated because you could get unlucky and just have that one person who doesn't like the fucking charismatic dude. You know what I mean? He just finds it like annoying or something like that. Maybe he doesn't resonate with it. I personally much more fuck with the fucking the street smart shit.
So how do you allocate your 20 points?
Maybe 15 street smart, 5. But you don't want to be a dummy.
This is the thing.
Maybe 50-50.
The
But that's a
reason
boring
why
I
answer.
would say 10 and 10, yeah.
It's boring answer, but it's probably the best
But
answer.
the thing is, either way, you're always going to be an average. Like, it'll always average out to you being average because you're given the sum of two parts.
Yeah, but it does help you in the fact that you can use your charismatic to get the better jobs.
Well, what ratio do you pick?
I think 50-50 is probably the smartest option in that.
I'll go 12-8. 12 street smart.
Maybe, yeah.
I think
okay.
I think that it's more important that
And it also depends on the industry.
very much. Yeah.
I honestly
100%.
think getting a new job relies a lot on book smarts and shit, but increasing within your job relies a lot on...
When you're getting your foot in the door requires the grades. And
Yeah, exactly. They're looking more at that. But once you're in the company, like I worked for a company, I interned at a company, and there were these guys who'd been around forever.
Yeah.
Right. They'd been in the industry, and they were higher ups or whatever, but just out of grace of them being there for fucking ever. And there were some guys who were 30. There was a group of like 5 of them, and they all hung out with each other. And they're really fucking interesting lads. And they were
Is this the energy company?
yeah.
Right.
So they were 30 years old, I think, roughly.
Yep.
And all of them had really unique but like interesting personalities. And one of them in particular, he worked in the area I was, and in meetings, he commanded more respect than some of the fucking operating managers just because of the way he was able to present himself and his ideas.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And he was definitely a smart guy, no doubt about that at all. But the way he could fucking wrap his ideas in fucking a bow and string, it's like there's not even a chance you would think it was a dumb idea because of how he's presented it and his confidence in what he's presented. And I think like he's the kind of guy who's going to rise up a company like that.
Yep.
And he might still be able to go over to the next thing. But I think maybe if we're talking about just straight out of university, I think book smarts definitely matter because if you're really lovely but you don't know what you're talking about, it can get
And you're also
harder.
not going to be put in front of clients when you're fresh out of uni.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah.
client management and client retention are super important, and that's where the soft skills come in.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I think in your early life, like probably until you're probably 30, mid-30s, book smarts matter a lot because you need to constantly prove yourself, and you need to prove yourself with results. And like, because we're not going to listen to a kid. We want to see the results. We want to see how well did he do in uni? How well did he do in high school? But then at a certain level, they're not going to look at your high school grades. They're not going to look at your primary school grades. That's what's going to feel like when you're 35 years old looking at your uni grades.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think, I don't know, the caveat is someone like in the show Suits, Harvey Specter.
Yep.
He obviously has heaps of street smarts. He knows how to beat the person, but he also does know the law. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Obviously, it's a fictional
ideally
character.
you're a 20 out of 20 in both.
Yeah. Like, I don't necessarily think it's one where you have to choose one or the other. Like, maybe you can't reach the most elite Einstein level of fucking science unless you're just fully devoted to just learning.
Do you guys reckon you could develop street smarts?
I think you can learn it.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you think you can develop book smarts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You reckon?
I think people do have. I think the way IQ is tested is poor.
How is it tested?
Well, through like
IQ tests.
IQ tests, like what the fuck's they called?
Or psychometrics? Or
Yeah, psychometric tests, that kind of stuff. I think the reason why is because you can get better at solving puzzles, but the idea of IQ is meant to be that it's just your ability to learn. It's not meant to be something that can increase over time. But a lot of times people will do so many psychometric tests through fucking applying that they'll end up getting a 140 or something like that and get put in the top 0.5% or whatever. And it's like, well, are they that? Or have they just done fucking 50 of these tests and just
then
got
of
better?
course they're making the exams more difficult because people are more doing them, so that the person that has that high IQ, even though he's doing it for the first time, he's getting a way lower score because they've had to make it so much harder because people are just scoring really well because they're applying for 100 jobs and 70 of them require psychometrics.
But so like I don't believe in how it's tested, and I don't know how you could test it in like a fair manner. And maybe it's the best method we have available to us. But I do somewhat believe in the fact that there is such thing as an IQ. There is like a level you can learn at. Because I've spoken to people who, especially in the degree I'm in, I've spoken to people who can learn things so fast. The way they consume knowledge is like outrageous.
Yeah.
And then I've met people who just struggle forever and they just never get through it, you know? And you can be really good at consuming knowledge in a specific region and not in another region. And I guess maybe that like impacts things with IQ tests as well. Maybe you can consume literature like nothing else, but when it comes to mathematical puzzles or, you know what I mean, like the ones where you have to choose the next sequence, it baffles you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think you can increase your book smarts. You can increase your knowledge.
Can you increase your street smarts?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you go about doing that?
You have to act in the street.
It's like a skill that you can learn and develop, just like any other skill.
Do you know how you have to do it?
Yeah.
You have to go out to clubs. You have to go out to pubs. You have to deal with different people on every night. Every Friday night, you're dealing with a different person. Maybe you run into a fucking dude who wants to fight your mate, and your first reaction is, I'm going to punch his head in before he hits my mate, so that nothing goes. But guess what? You get chucked in jail that way. That's not very smart. Then you fucking figure out a way like, all right, how can I dissolve this tension? You know, maybe I jump on my mate's side because we've already got 2 people. Now there's 3. Is this guy going to try fight 3 against 1? Maybe not. But guess what? Maybe he goes to the bathroom by himself. He sees you, fucking bottles you in the head because you're by yourself. That's also not as smart. And then you know what I mean? Like, you get put in new situations each week. And, you know, you deal with bouncers. You deal with people who might not like you, and you sway them over to like you.
I fucking hate bouncers. No one likes bouncers, bro. Fuck them.
No, but when they like you, you love them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's why when it pays to be a fucking islander in Australia. What are you guys' thoughts about living your life like as a game quest?
Game quest.
Yeah, like living your life with objectives. So you say, I want to achieve this skill. So you say, I want to achieve a bit more street smart. So I'm going to go down to the club and I'm going to try to build rapport with 7 people and like, you know, guy or girl, whatever. And like, I'm going to live my life like it's a game quest. And I'm going to
amazing.
I'm very big on gamification. I think it's a very valuable tool in terms of learning. Like, even like that fucking app Duolingo. I downloaded it 2 days ago. They've got little fucking
What's
things.
What's it called?
Duolingo. It's like a language learning app.
Oh, shit.
And so just the way they've done it's very primitive. You know, you're probably not going to speak fluent languages through learning this way, but the gamification keeps you coming back each week.
In Chinese.
I'm trying to think of what I know in China. Tao ni ma. Anyway, I think gamification is useful. The only thing I don't like is, and this is just me personally. I feel like I've got the social skills enough that I don't like. I'm not pressed that, you know, I'm not the person who's like afraid of talking to people. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm cool in that regard. But when I read books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, it just seems very like cold and scientific to me.
Yeah.
And I don't like the manipulation that comes with that because
do you not?
No, I respect the value of like being able to be manipulative. But if I'm living my life, I don't want to live my life thinking like, all right, how can I make this person like me like this?
That's such an ugly word. It's just how you interact with people.
What do you mean? What's the ugly word?
Manipulation. Manipulation is just interacting
and
and getting, I don't know what the equivalent word is, like a nicer word, but
it's because there isn't one. It's straight manipulation.
It's a vilified word.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just how you interact with people. People manipulate everyone. Everyone manipulates everyone. It's part of life.
Do you like the idea of gamifying your life?
I mean, I don't know about the gamifying aspect, but living your life to achieve certain goals in a certain time period, I'm very much in favor of that.
Shit. So are you the type of person that sets goals for everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So they say
like, it gives you drive and it gives you purpose. And
I wonder what makes people do that, because you definitely have people, I'm not going to lie, such as myself, like if you're in a club and if your objective is to go home with a girl, I'll literally say to myself, I'm going to have 10 good conversations with a girl. I'm going to have 5 good conversations with a girl, and I'm not going to leave until then. And then sometimes I'll have those 5 conversations and not pull, and then be like, okay, well, at least I tried.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
you look at the
satisfaction, and at least you gave it a shot.
Yeah, at least I gave it a good shot.
In a less fun way, I was when I was playing basketball last year, I would there would be times that I'd go in like cold streaks where I'm just not hitting my shot, and it then psychs you out from shooting. And essentially, if you can't, like, I can shoot like fairly decently, at least for like someone who's playing fucking men's league basketball. You know what I'm saying? Not like professional shit, obviously. But I would say to myself, all right, what you're going to do is you're going to shoot 6 threes. If you don't make them, that's fine, but you're going to get your threes. And what you start realizing is you might miss your fucking first 3, but then you hit your last 3 and suddenly you're shooting 50%.
Jeez,
and you've convinced yourself in that, like if you miss 3 in a row, you might convince yourself, okay, I can't shoot today, which then limits your ability on the offense, which then helps them on the defense, which then makes you lose. You know what I'm saying?
So you count the no's. Is that what you do? Or you count the attempts?
No, I counted the attempts.
Okay, because a lot of people like counting the no's. It's a huge thing in sales. People say, I'm going to get 10 no's today.
Really?
Yeah.
So for every 10 no's, you might get 1 yes. Or
exactly. So you say, I'm going to call, like say you're in sales, you say, I'm going to call 25 people, maybe 10 people will answer. I'm going to stop like my work day when I get 10 no's. When 10 people tell me no, you'll realize that you actually get 3 yeses, and you might not ever get to that 10.
That's probably a healthier mindset than counting yeses. Because yeses, you might say like, I'm going to get 1 yes today, and then you just get the bad 10. Yeah. Then you have to go to 15 and then 20, and then you feel shit about yourself. But if you just say, I'm going to get 10 and know that like 10 no's, and you're striving for that, then you get the win, and you're like, oh fuck, I got to call another person. All right, fine, let's find this number. You know what I'm saying? And like, you ironically focusing on the negative helps you feel more positive.
Yeah,
because
exactly,
you know that like, you know that
it's like a win. It's a win because you're getting closer.
It's like at the end, it's all statistics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I talk to 100 people, 10 will eventually say yes. Maybe it won't be in the first 50. Maybe they'll all be in the last fucking 10. Who knows? But I know that when I speak to 100 people, I'm going to get that. So let's just count these fucking no's until I get the yes.
I want to know your thoughts, Chris, on what's your thoughts on clubbing?
Clubbing?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
do you like it?
I'm a little bit old for
Did
clubbing.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't always my favorite night out, but on occasion, yeah, it's really fun.
Okay, so were you still into clubbing when you were in London?
Not as much, but yeah.
What was your best clubbing experience while you were in London?
I bet he hear one in Sidebar.
No,
London,
actually,
London.
Do you know what? I actually had the best fun at Tiger, which is a notoriously trashy nightclub in central London.
Oh, really?
Trashy clubs are always the best, though. That's the thing.
You just have to take them for what they are. Don't expect a fancy night.
It's like there used to be a place in Sydney called Bas and Jamo.
Yeah.
And it was known for sticky floors. It was Century Bar now, bro. It's trash. It was known for like having sticky floors. You know what I mean? Like your feet would stick on the fucking thing and you wouldn't be able to move them. You'd
but
like
that's authentic.
Stuck. Exactly. We used to go there. It's crazy we did this at 18 and then we started pre-drinking at people's houses afterwards. But like you'd go there for pre-drinks because they have $5 fucking vodkas and stuff like that. So you'd go there and drink. I remember one time, it was fucking fantastic. They had, they're just playing music and Bohemian Rhapsody came on.
Yeah.
And my whole table was singing it. The whole bar was singing it.
It's a good vibe, bro.
All arm in arm. And our mate Aaron, who was on the fucking last podcast, did not know the fucking words at all. And so he was just sat there with his dick in his hand.
And then the next day he memorized the whole song.
There was a time like fucking 6 months later we were at a club and it was on and he knew all the words. And I'm like, this fucking guy went and like researched this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is a funny story I wanted to bring up. And if you don't want to, do you want to go into the story, the Sidebar one?
No, by all means.
So, Chris moves into my old place because we had it was a 4-bedder. So the housemates were changing all the time. So Chris moves in probably on
You
a
liked
Monday.
all the housemates, right?
Oh, except for one. Anyway, so that's the reason why we moved up, bro. One bad housemate can fucking make all the difference.
I mean, that's not the only reason, but she was definitely a contributor.
Amongst reasons, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
So
let's be real, that was the only reason. Whenever I came over to you guys' house, that was the thing that was
It was the
about.
pushing
It's
reason.
like, that fucking bitch.
Yeah,
I
dude,
hate this
legit,
guy.
man. Fuck her. Anyway, so we moved in
Shout
on
out
a
to
Monday.
you, insert name here.
We moved in on a Monday. On that Friday, I was like, hey, bro, I'm going to go with a couple of mates to this bar down the road. How about we go there together? And he's like, nah, I don't go. I'm like, no, I insist, bro. Come on. It'll be good for us to get to know each other a bit more.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. I was like not in the mood. I was tired. I had a bad day at work. I wasn't fully unpacked. Not up for it at all.
And then your initial action was no. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, the opens offer. Just text me if you change your mind.
The opens offer.
Is that what I said? The offer's open. Let me know if you change your mind. What changed your mind?
Well, okay, there's a little bit of FOMO there. Like Baz is out having fun and I'm in my room looking at coat hangers and unpacking. That's not very fun.
Okay.
But the thing is, I also, because before Sidebar, you're in another bar, like a much nicer, classier establishment.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I can't go to establishment because all my shirts are in my suitcase all crumpled and I don't have an iron. So I can't go.
Fuck.
But I opened my, for some reason, whatever it was, and I had one crisp white shirt, just one.
Hugo lost one, if I remember correctly.
That's right. Thank you for calling that out.
Yeah.
We gotta mention Switzerland in this episode.
Okay.
That can't go undone. But keep
Switzerland?
I know what you're talking about.
Keep going. We'll talk about it after.
But I thought this must be a sign. I've got one crisp white shirt. That's a sign. I've got to go. And so I think I text you to say, how bad is the queue? And you came back to me, there's no queue. I was like, well, it's literally down the road. Come on. I'll just go for an hour, have a few drinks, check it out.
Yep. What ends up happening that night? So we go to establishment. And I think for the first hour and a half, you probably had the worst night ever.
No.
There was this annoying chick next to us, and I mean, I was having a great time.
That was funny. I was playing along with it.
Yeah, it was great. She was letting me touch her tits. It was the best night ever.
What an attitude.
Wait. Was this chick Thai?
No. She was white.
It wasn't 7-Eleven?
She wasn't.
No. 7-Eleven.
What's her name again? 9 Limited. There we go. Shout out to you, 9 Limited, baby.
7-Eleven. No, 9 Limited is a notorious ladyboy in Sydney, by the way. Anyway, so she comes up later that night. By the way,
I thought that was this night.
So we're in the sidebar, fucking talking to this chick, and she's letting me touch her tits, and like I don't know why, but for some reason she's just fucking giving hella fucking fire to Chris for
She was like, "Oh, you look really corporate. You must be boring. You're really boring." I was like, "Yeah, nice to meet you."
Do you know what's funny? I know this about Basil, and it's one of the things that we resonate in our friendship about. He would have fucking loved that.
Oh yeah,
Basil would have been sat there fucking having such a fun time. Like he's got a hand on a tit, like saying, "Yeah, Chris, you are boring, aren't you, cunt?"
And I was
but the attitude of this woman who was like well past her cell date, like
Right.
the attitude.
She was spoiled milk. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I was like, who do you think you are to speak to anyone like this? Look at yourself.
Lol. Anyway. So I know I was really happy because
It's funny how before when Basil brought this up, I was imagining like a fit 20-year-old chick with like nice perky tits, and now I'm imagining
In his dreams.
this
Come on.
80-year-old fucking like hag smoking a cigarette.
She was probably in her 30s.
30s. She was in almost 50.
She was in her 30s. She was in her 30s. The issue is that she was a little bit on the chubby side, which led to her having fucking huge tits, which is why I asked in the first place if I could have a cop a feel. But
optimistic.
the reason why I was so
Sorry.
Anyway, I was so
You
pumped
just
that
said,
night.
no, she had massive tits. Of course I asked her.
Yeah.
What, you guys didn't do that? You're
No,
walking
no.
down the street with
Okay,
triple
well,
E's
let
and
me
you fucking
explain.
walk up and have a
Let
grab?
me
Like,
explain,
sorry,
let me
miss, I
explain.
just wanted to talk to you. Oh, how are you going? Oh, what's your name? Oh, Emily, that's lovely. Anyway, I just couldn't help but notice your fucking ample bosom. Would you mind if I fucking have a little squeeze here?
She said yes. Anyway, so the reason why I was so hyped and I was like okay with asking was because I was reading a sales book that like week, and I was like, okay, well I can't just fucking read it and not try it. And I learned this technique which is called
Ask for a feel.
no, it's not ask for a feel, but it's assume that they're not okay with it with the way you ask. So instead of me asking, could I squeeze your tits? I said, would it be crazy if I grabbed your tits? I'm not even joking. I said that. Would it be crazy? And she was like, no, go ahead. And that was the first shock that said, okay, well, fucking there you go. You know, the way you phrase things can change the way it sounds.
Hear that, kids? The way you phrase a question can be the difference between sexual gratification and sexual harassment. You heard it first. The Basil exclusive.
Moving on from this chick. So we go down to sidebar because the establishment was a little bit boring.
Well, okay.
Anyway, so we get there and we're like, and this one has got a huge line and we're fucking not getting into the line. So fucking we had a chat with the manager and he
Just
let
to give context, sidebar is like it's a massive.
It's like a student.
bar.
Yeah,
It's a bit on the trashy side.
It's a backpacker bar, really.
For sure. It's definitely on the trash.
It's
side.
like mainly international students and
Yeah.
some students from
You're not
Sydney
going
and
there to
the
show
UTS.
off your Hugo Boss shirt, that's for sure.
Yeah,
You're
for
going
sure.
there for a good time.
Anyway, we finesse our way in the line. Everyone's like, fuck it, like don't worry about it, let's just keep it. Anyway, we somehow get in after like maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes of waiting. And then we get in and it's fucking good vibes and we're chatting to people and it's awesome. And guess who Chris meets? His girlfriend of now 7 months.
Really?
Yep, that
Oh,
night.
you didn't know that?
I thought you met her on like Tinder or something.
Nah, bro.
No, what?
That night,
The way you said that.
When he
Good
was-
heavens.
that night when he
Lord,
was so
no.
keen not to come, and then he got this sign that there was a perfectly unwrinkled Hugo Boss shirt there waiting.
That whole night, I was thinking about this. That whole night was something was going on because every step of the way, something blocked me, and something else happened to
Like what?
progress
Like
the
what?
night.
Give us examples.
Okay, well, the fact that she rejected me several times and I still persevered and went back, and
That's true, bro. That
which is
Then
not that characteristic.
Chris spoke to Basil and he's like, oh no, say this. And he's like, would it be crazy if I dated you? And she's like, no, you'll be fine. Come in.
That did not happen, by the way.
this is the weird thing because this guy. So we were with two other people. One of them is called Dan. Dan fucking earns a shit ton of money, like close to fucking $200K. And he was talking to her first, and then she was just like, no, I'm not interested at all. Not interested. And this guy's like fucking 6'3", like he's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he turns him down. I then go talk to her. I get turned down as well. I'm like, fuck, dude, this chick's hard to get. So I'm talking to other like students and shit, like girls that are relatively
Other
easier.
50-year-olds.
15-year-olds. No,
I said 50. You went to 15. Fucking Bill Cosby,
no,
mate.
this is a student bar. Anyway, and then I'm seeing Chris talking to her. I'm like, it's fucking good luck, bro. Next fucking minute, they're dating and like they're getting serious, and I'm like, this is gonna be so awkward because I was like fucking talking to her at first. What
a
are your
night.
thoughts in hindsight of that night?
Well, I mean,
Glad that you
just
went.
an extraordinary night.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny?
Something came over me.
2 weeks later, so Bas texted me on that night, like, bro, come out. And I'm like, I got work the next day. I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I can't be asked. Then 2 weeks later, he's like, yo, we got to go to Sidebar. He walks up. He knows this, like, the one Arab fucking doorman. He's like, fucking
Sam.
Really?
Yeah, Sam.
I was about to say an Arabic name. I was about to say, Mustafa. But yeah, no,
he's
Sam.
half Indian.
Yeah. Is he actually?
Yeah. Half Indian, half like some other. He's a really, really interesting combo. Half Indian, I think like half Vietnamese or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had a good chat when he
Damn,
tried to get us in.
Yeah. But anyway, so we like skipped the line. I'm like, oh shit, Baz got some street cred around here. This is kind of cool. You know, fucking +5 respect.
Cheers.
Then we get inside and he's trying to play it off like it's a cool night. And we're sat in here completely sober. There was no fucking
two hot
pre-drinks.
chicks and no one else.
We're also, it's like full lockdown rules, but there's not enough people that lockdown rules are kind of getting broken. Yeah. So it's like you have to stay at your table. But obviously if there's, 500 people in a small venue, staying at your table is kind of like a figure of speech. Like you could really migrate between tables without there being much of a difference. Here, you can fucking roll a bowling ball without any health issues at all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because there's that like few people. And he's like kind of trying to like pretend like it's good. And I'm like, was this how it was like 2 weeks ago? And he's like, look, no, but, and I'm like, bro, fucking this guy, man.
Yeah.
Basil's got the reputation in our group that the thing he's doing is the sickest thing of all time. So if he ever says to you, bro, it's bussin', there's fucking 12 dimes, dog. They're just giving out blowjobs for free. I swear to God, bro, I've had 3 of them already. You get there, there's fucking half a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's half a girl, there's fucking 3 lady boys, and then there's 500 guys. And he's like, yeah, so it's crazy, right? And I'm like, this is fucking false advertising. I'm going to take you to ACCC, cunt. Like,
that is classic Baz, though.
Legit, dog. It's a classic Baz.
Well, this is the thing. I just remembered now. This was during lockdown. Or not during lockdown, but this was when you weren't allowed to leave your table.
Yeah,
so
there was no dance floors.
All of this was happening while, like, literally security guards were walking around. Like, it's, like, I don't know what game it is, but you
couldn't really circulate. You had to be at a table.
You had to be at a table. So we had to literally be like, I remember I talked to the security guy. I'm like, hey man, can you go for a quick circle? I'm going to go talk to that. Is it right if I talk to that girl? Because he's like, yeah, of course. But I'm going to do a quick circle. Make sure you're sitting down by the time I fucking come back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, literally just take a slow walk around.
Street smarts.
Bro, well,
some people wouldn't be able to say that to a person. They'd feel too intimidated by talking to the security guard.
No, dude, that's the thing. The security guard is on your side, man.
Bro, the tip, if you are scared of getting into a fucking bar, don't walk up like holding your wrist or anything like that. Don't stand really to attention. Just walk up, say, how's the night been, mate?
Yeah.
And the second you start relating to them on their level, you're never getting kicked out.
Yeah.
I remember we have a mate called Ollie. Fucking shout out to Ollie. We'll have him on the podcast one time.
Yep.
But it was like, I remember I took him to his first club and it was just some shithole club in fucking Hornsby, which is like up north of Sydney.
Old pub?
Yeah. Old pub. And it was a fucking
You're gonna get sued by one of these pubs one of these days.
Fuck Old Pub. I would like to see them try with their fucking $2 budget. I'm not gonna lie though, Old Pub had some fucking fun nights, but it was fun, like we said, in like the complete trashy way. You're not expecting like good looking girls. You're expecting like we had a pool tournament on a pool table which had like ripped felt or something like that.
Oh fuck!
And it was like we were playing for money and shit like that. Anyway, so I take him to Pontoon, which is like a bar in it's the Sydney Harbour, right? It's like a club out there. And Baz was actually there that night. We had a quite a big group, like maybe 5 people with us. Which
was this when we went with the girls from
yeah. Which for people that don't know, when you have 5 people going clubbing at 23, that's
fucking
a big group.
It's awesome.
When you're 18, you might have a group of fucking 30 people, but yeah, the herd gets thinned out as you get older.
But when you're 18, you have 30 people that don't really want to be there. When you're 23,
or 30 people are awkward. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're 23 people that want to be there
are about that vibe
and have money and they can spend like
Yeah. But the thing was, he was still kind of like not new. You know, he'd been around pubs, he'd been around all that kind of stuff. But like club politics is different. Like
who was this?
This was Ollie.
Yeah.
So like when a bounce is coming around, you don't be a dickhead. You don't make too much movements. Bounce like T-Rexes, bro. The more movement you do, the more they can see you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll come fucking eat you, cunt. So we're in the smoking section just fucking chilling. And he's like doing these wide ass fucking like hand movements and all this kind of shit. This was just me and him before you guys rocked up. And I'm like, hey, yo, just fucking chill. And he's like, he starts breaking out like the law, like, yo, legally they can't kick you out unless like this has been done. And I'm like, yeah, bro, what are you going to do if fucking
not how it works.
Man just grabs you and chucks you out? And he's like, oh, I'm going to tell them to break the law. I'm like, bro, just stop, okay, please.
That's the worst thing you could ever do.
Now, I've got a rule. Yeah. The rule is mate sticks with mates unless the other mate was a dickhead. Now, this is a fundamental rule because the reality is I'm going out to have a good time. Now, if some bullshit happens, if someone's trying to fuck with you and, you stand up for yourself, you get kicked out, we all get kicked out. That's cool.
Yeah.
But if you start the fight, you're on your own, lad. I'm not ruining my night because you decide to be a dickhead.
Or even if your mate's just not vibing. All right, let's go somewhere else. But if he's fucking arcing up to some security guard who's just doing his job.
Yeah, exactly. Or if he's just being like an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just going crazy and stuff like that and he's trying to like do silly shit that's going to get us kicked out at fucking 10 o'clock and we're going to have to pay fucking entry somewhere else. Sorry, mate, you're on your own now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a big boy, you can get home. Because especially when it's not just me and the person. If it's me and the person, obviously I'll go. But like we've got a big group. You can't just fucking uproot the big group's fucking plans because of this. Anyway. He meets these guys from the Australian Defence Force. They're like fresh out of the fucking thing. And he's chatting with them and he's having a great time. He's fucking sauced up. He's really enjoying himself. Then at one point, I go to the toilet, come back with another one of my mates, and I see Oliver doing these fucking karate moves. Like, he's like, yeah, first you fucking karate chop the arm, then you grab him, then you flip him, then you do this. Jesus. And Baz, being a dickhead, is just pretending like he doesn't understand. He's like, oh, can you show me again? Like, I'm confused. And so Baz is just like...
That's such me.
Yeah. Baz is like, oh, can you do it again? And he does it. And then he's like, oh, yeah, can you do it again? I'm like, Baz, shut the fuck up, cunt. I'm like, Ollie, just chill, yeah? People are going to kick you out. He's like, no, it's fine. He's like, anyway... I'm just going to go drink, come back. And so he goes away. I'm like, fucking Jesus, mate. They're like, relax, dog. And then I'm suddenly getting a call on Facebook Messenger. I look and I see it's him and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got kicked out. Hey?
Now, this bar, it looks onto like the walkway near the water. And I turn around and see he's just on the other side of the barricade fucking looking up at us, being like, oh, I got kicked out. And I'm like, what the fuck happened, bruv? What the fuck happened?
You don't even need to ask, bro.
Dog, he's like, oh, I was just walking. And then suddenly the security guard grabbed me out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit, dickhead. You were fucking doing this karate shit.
Yeah, fucking
doing fucking Cirque du Soleil moves and shit. And fucking man chucks you out. You're like, good on him. Anyway, he gets kicked out. We had a girl in our group. It was so fucking funny, you know her. And she's like, oh yeah, I think I can get him back in. Don't you worry. Boys. She's got like all this sass to her. You know? She's one of the girls who thinks she's much hotter than she actually is. And like, fucking praise be to her. Like respect the confidence and all that kind of stuff. But it was just a bit funny because she has full confidence. Like, no, I'll get him in. Don't you worry. Yeah. Goes up. 5 minutes later, I couldn't get him in. Sorry. Then he's looking at us. And we at this point have a group of, I think, 5, maybe 6, who the fuck knows. We had quite a few people and he's like, oh yeah, so should we just go up the road? I'm like, no, mate. Not going anywhere, lad. Not going anywhere, lad. Sorry, mate. There's fucking 6 people here. You're gonna cost us $30 a head, bro. That's not gonna happen, mate.
Yeah. Fuck.
And yeah, he had to go.
That's what happens. That's how it is.
But it was literally
savage.
It was literally just not knowing how to like act.
Yeah.
In that.
I mean, what's your go-to? What do you do? I don't know. I think it's an every guy thing. I was about to say, like, do white people usually have a bit more leniency? But I think it's everyone because I see white people. I see any race get kicked out of clubs with just as much odds. Yeah. So what's your go-to when you're waiting in line? Like, how do you act in front of the security guards?
Just chill. Just don't cause trouble.
So just don't talk unless you're getting talked to, and then just
ask the question. A little bit of respect goes a long way, I would say.
Oh, totally agree.
Don't talk down to him like he's a doorman.
Yeah. My favorite line is, and this is fucking really, really subtle borderline manipulation, but assume the negative and they'll always reply with a positive. So you'll be like, oh, tough night. And then they'll be like, no, it's actually pretty good. And then they're not going to fucking decline you after they've just said, yeah, we've had a great night. No fucking chance. But if you say, have you had a good night? They'll be like, oh, no, it's fucking shit.
Chris's favorite line is, so did you go to university to become a bouncer? Was it a degree? TAFE? How does it work?
Try that line out, boys. The next time you're in a fucking pub. Tough night.
Just be a real bloke.
But to have the charisma to go along with it, though. That's the thing.
Also, you also have to know how to like not look like you're plastered when you are.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Because it is a skill. Like the reality is,
plastered.
If you're so gone that you're fucking swaying from side to side like there's a fucking sick trap beat playing, you know what I'm saying, and you don't know how to dance,
there's no chance.
You're not going to get in.
When they ask how many drinks have you had, what do you say?
Bro, it's so hard. I went through this stage. I had 2 bouncers and 2 times they fucking both said no when I was sober.
I've had that.
Yeah, so I rock
and
up.
I've been let in when I'm absolutely trolleyed.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because they're used to it. And then when they see someone who's not fucking smashed, they go, this guy must be
It's very conspicuous.
Bro, literally, there was a time when I was at home doing editing or something like that. And then you guys are like, hey, yo, come out. We're at the club and stuff like that. And I rock up. So it wasn't a club, it was a bar. And I rock up and he's like, oh, how many drinks you had? And I'm like, no, nothing. I just came from home. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't look like it. And I'm like, are you fucking having a laugh? I've had
It's
no
also
alcohol
because
today.
you're sober, you're probably less willing to entertain a conversation.
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably not. I think it's a rigidity that you have when you're sober versus you're not on the same wavelength as everyone else. So he's like, well, he's not. He's obviously hasn't downed 1 to 3 drinks before this, like which is like an acceptable range or whatever for a fucking bar to let in.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's standing up more right, like, what is this fucking guy being doing? You know what I'm saying? But it was weird that like both times happened, and I've got let in when I'm fucking so gone.
Yeah,
like half a
same.
bottle of tequila gone,
Same.
and I'm fucking in the club. Like, it's so hit and miss with some of that shit. But yeah, you just got to fucking talk to him, eh?
Yeah, I think it comes down to like try to build. I mean, I think it comes back down to the life skill of being able to build rapport.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just, I would say that is probably one of the most valuable
Soft skills.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
Interpersonal skills are so fucking overpowered.
far out, man.
When you
The
can, like-
street smarts again.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go. I mean, so what do you think about the difference between nightlife here versus in UK?
In terms of
What the fuck was that? That was so out of nowhere.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did it? I was listening back to our podcast, and I feel like I do this out of most people, just do massive changes in topics. And it sounds like we've done a cut when we've literally not done any cuts. It's just
Baz is like, yeah, I'm bored of clubs. Anyway, so what's UK like?
No, I want to know how nightlife compares in the UK.
I think it's a lot more intense in the UK.
How so?
I mean,
Like, it's not just alcohol.
It's not just alcohol anyway. Let's be real. I think the rave spots look better set up in the UK. Like, it
Drum
looks
and bass.
very intense. Yeah, the D&B scene in the UK looks fucking insane.
There are a lot more. Well, okay, like the scene in the UK is a lot bigger than here. Like Sydney is a blip compared to the UK, and also London has a lot of pop-up raves, pop-up nightclubs that just open up in a car park or something. And so
Squat
there's
raves,
a lot
baby,
more.
squat raves.
Are
Yeah.
squat raves a real thing?
Yeah, in the UK.
What does that
Absolutely.
mean?
It's where you have a rave in somewhere you're not allowed to be, and you're preaching like squatters' rights in order to be able to stay or something like that.
And have a rave.
Yeah, and they charge head. It's actually insane. It's such high risk, fucking like high reward, but like
If
also
that's your thing, then yeah.
yeah, monetary wise, it's probably not high reward because like how much you're actually making from fucking a few dirty MDMA heads. But like, no, I watched a documentary on fucking
Are they called squat raves? Is that what it is?
yeah.
And they're a real thing. They happen like on a weekly basis.
Maybe who knows how frequently, but like
But they do exist.
they'll find a site, they'll text people. You got to be in the know. That's I think the sickest thing like to have, like just having that one connection
on
where
the
you can
list.
like be on the list. Exactly.
But the thing is, once you're on the list, you just stay on the list.
It's probably building rapport each time. It's probably coming to the events. It's probably like, imagine that if you're on the list and you get invited to 3 events and you only show up to one of them, they might say, oh, there's no point inviting them next time.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You know who do that in their lists? Fucking like luxury brands.
Luxury girl?
Huh?
Luxury girl?
I love luxury girl. But like luxury brands. So for example, my sister is on the list for Louis Vuitton. So they do shoes. My sister loves shoes. And she says that she feels really, like she thinks really hard and smart about when they invite her to the store about something that, because like her girl, say her girl's called Chantel. Chantel gives her a call, says, hey, Basil's sister, I've got a pair of shoes and I know you're going to love them. Come to the store as soon as you can. I'll put them to the side for you. I can hold them for the next 2 days. My sister will come and she knows that if she doesn't buy it, then she's getting lower on that list. And at a certain stage, if she says no 4 times in a row, she's off the list. She's not going to get called.
But what's crazy is that it's like a terrible cycle of consumerism because like you're now forced to buy fucking $5,000 shoes even if you don't really like it just to stay on the list.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's genius though.
Okay, so I'm going to bring something up which will turn into something funny about us laughing at Chris. So don't worry.
Okay.
But it is a serious thing at the same time because like I actually do kind of like it. So what do you guys think about buying name brand, let's say the 2 things I was thinking of, which will then lead to what Chris has done, is suits and jewelry. What do you think about buying like, a name brand suit? So like a fucking, I don't know if Armani's an expensive suit, but like an expensive suit brand
expensive.
or an
Depends on
expensive,
which Armani.
Giorgio.
Yeah, very expensive.
sorry, a Giorgio Armani suit versus like a little Italian guy from New York City who fucking hand does the suits, you know what I mean? Who operates in like some small thing, but it's like perfectly handcrafted. There's nothing off rack, anything
It's like
like that.
$3,000 either way. Which one would you go?
Yeah, exactly. Would you go for the name brand or would you go for like the personalized and also relationship you get? So you got Enzo and then you've just got a fucking Giorgio Armani, boutique store or whatever that you can go into. Which one are you choosing?
Well, I mean, is this Enzo character? Is he making?
No, he's a nice guy, dog. I don't know what you're saying.
He's a tailor, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but is it bespoke for you? Is he making a suit?
Yeah. Takes your measurements,
would you pay-
everything.
but it's got no brand. Like he's making it from
It's not
scratch.
about the brand. It's about
suit
the quality.
guy versus brand.
I mean, I've had a suit made from scratch for me, and it was the best suit I've ever had.
Oh
I
yeah, I
wanted
was about to say I'm going for the tailor-made. 100%.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
I don't care about the brand.
But
if I'm
let's be
wearing
real,
it-
without like bringing race into it really, more countries. Are there countries you're going to go to? Like Italian suit. I don't know why. Maybe it's gangster movies. Maybe it's fucking Peaky Blinders. But when I hear Italian made suit, I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Well, that's because they're the best at it, isn't it?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
but so I
Oh,
got
wait, are they the best? I think literally London on Seville Road, right? Savile Road.
That's
is that it?
there's like London tailoring and French tailoring and Italian tailoring are all distinctive. So it depends what you want.
it's different styles.
Like Italian tailoring is very like the shoulders are very soft, but London tailoring they're very rigid. They're very kind of square. So it depends what look you're
Okay.
going for.
Right.
That's fair because I feel like English people usually have that like stocky look. Like
I mean, like
broader
not as much.
shoulders.
They're not as boxy as the Americans, but they're more structured. Is the word? They're more structured than the Italian suits. Which I mean, I don't own a Zegna suit, but I've heard that a Zegna suit should feel like pajamas.
I've heard that too.
Really?
I've heard that. Yeah.
What a
yeah.
dream!
See, that sounds so cool. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but they cost like 5K.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say you're in baller status. If you can afford both an expensive Giorgio or you can have your own guy. And it's not just, you call up a store or you call up a fucking chain and you try, like, you're not going to Thailand. Like I had a suit made for me in Thailand and I was immediately like sold on the idea because even in Thailand, it was like an Indian guy making it, but
They make it from
fits perfectly.
raw materials, yeah.
Exactly. You can choose the materials on the wall and stuff. I'm like, imagine if this didn't cost $200. Imagine if this costs 5K and they're buying the fucking raw ingredients and all that kind of stuff. And obviously there's markup for tailors and stuff like that. But let's say you had a relationship where you're not getting charged a fucking one-time fee. He's like, I'm going to make this.
He looks after you.
Yeah. And same thing goes with like, I guess, jewelry. Like imagine if you knew a fucking guy who fucking had a jewelry store in fucking New York City or something like that. Like, would you rather go for, what's an actual expensive brand? Is like Tiffany's, I guess, is expensive, but is that top tier expensive?
Jacob
You mean
and
like
Co.
Cartier kind of thing?
Sure. Like, cause what I mean is like, I know that Prouds you can buy diamonds, but I know that like, what's the example? I know Rolex is expensive, but then you were like, Rolex, that's mid-watch. You know what I mean? It's not an RM.
Yeah, I mean, Rolex is a mid-watch.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
You can
that's-
still buy a 100K
yeah.
Rolex. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like just because like the same way you can buy a $1 million BMW doesn't mean that it's a high-end car.
sure.
So like it's about like the average BMW is not $1 million.
But yeah, so let's say you've got your wife, right? She's a good wife. Sucks your dick once a week. Pretty good. You know what I mean?
Once a week.
That's not pretty good, bro.
Good once a week. And when you're in a relationship, imagine you're getting married. You hear people
Wait,
talk
which girl that can give good head is giving average head?
no, meaning she's giving you really good head to completion once a week, so you're just fucking chilling.
I'm not sure if I like that. But
You haven't had good head then, mate.
The point
I've
is
had
that
some
she's
fucking-
You haven't had
I've
good
had
head
some
if you
fucking
don't
good
like
head,
head,
bro.
bro. If you don't like head, you haven't had good head.
I do like head, but I'm just saying that head to completion is not always the best.
You haven't had
sorry,
good head.
What were you about to say?
Anyway.
I
I
interrupted
can't
you,
remember now.
Chris.
You've distracted me completely.
No, so yeah. Would you like rather go for a name brand thing, or would you rather have some handcrafted shit where you can say like, I want like platinum
Name brand.
fucking thing?
Name brand.
Why?
Because let me tell you why. Because I like rocks, like fucking gems, all that type of stuff, and I also like stainless steel. What's
Silver.
Not really.
Not
I'm not
white
a big fan of silver.
gold.
I like stainless steel. I don't really like I don't like gold. One, because it's against my religion. I don't really care that much about that.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically
Wait,
Muslims
wait,
aren't allowed to wear gold.
wait.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I understand that not all Arabs are Muslim, but
Yeah.
Arabic people, the
They
people
break
who wear
rules.
the most gold in the world,
they break the rules. But
Jesus.
But essentially, I don't like gold or silver on jewelry. I like stainless steel and I like gems. The thing is, what's common between stainless steel and gems? They've got no fucking real value. Their value is all subjective. So like it's all about the carats. It's about the shininess. It's not about the grams. Like it's not about the weight. It's like gold. You can say, okay, it's 100 grams. What's the value of gold? You can add on some like marksmanship. You can calculate it. But the thing is with jewelry, it all comes down to the brand. So if you have a Rolex Datejust, you can go and you can value that model. If you have a Rolex Submariner,
I don't know,
you can,
man.
You can
This
value
made me
that.
like,
Diamonds, no.
Huh?
I don't know about that with diamonds though.
No, 100% it is. Like if
Because
you
the
buy-
value of a diamond is the clarity, obviously the size, the
but-
cut of it.
Well, that's the interesting thing. Go on Facebook Marketplace and type in diamond ring, and you'll find people that have bought it $20,000 and they're selling it for $5,000. because there's no market value for
But you
diamonds.
can't base the market value based on a Facebook marketplace
Well,
for
I'm
high-end
just trying to
jewelry.
say that when you try to resell your diamond ring, or wherever place you bought your fucking diamond ring, they don't do 30 days to return it.
Yeah, but it's a 1 day, like an engagement ring is very different to like a ring that happens to have diamonds in it.
Well, no, I'm saying that the reason why they're not returning them is because they're not selling them at a market price. There's no such thing as market price for diamonds. It's all subjective. There is no market price.
Right.
There's no market value for your diamonds. You sell them for what you can sell them for. It's not like gold where there's a spot price and there's a market value. That's why the brand will have the brand, like a Rolex Datejust, whether it's gold, diamond, whatever, has a market value.
By virtue of it being a Rolex.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why I'm so pro brand.
But here's the thing, right? I understand some people, we've spoken about this before, some people are interested in, I guess you could call like alternative investments like buying watches and stuff like that aren't your typical like bonds, fucking ETFs, fucking stocks, right?
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
artwork and
That's fine, yeah. People can do what they want in that. But when you're buying your wife a jewelry, like a piece of jewelry, are you ever fucking hoping you have to sell that? Because I don't think I could ever ask my girl to fucking sell a piece of jewelry I've given her. Like, it's one of those things where once I give it to her, that's hers. And if I got to find money somewhere, I'll find it somewhere. But I'm not going to fucking ask like, oh yeah, you know that you hear about those people like they have to pawn their engagement rings. That's the most depressing
it's
thing I've ever
sad.
fucking
Yeah.
heard.
what do you reckon, Chris?
Oh, I agree totally.
Do you think it has like a sunk cost?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Like,
you
I'm
can't
never
take that
gonna
away.
recoup it.
You can't
Like,
take it away.
whenever I buy jewelry like for a girl, I'm not buying it based on the fucking brand. I'm buying it based on like the look and the style and the aesthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, I agree with that, but I also, the way I think about it, because I'm going to have to respectfully disagree, and I've been very vocal about this in our group chats, but the way I think about it is that if I'm buying you a $20,000 ring, it's yours. This is from me to you. I don't want to ever see that money again. But I want you to be able to say, like, what if you're in a pickle? What if you're stuck in Africa? I don't know, you're doing some solo traveling by yourself and you need that cash. I want you to have a ring that you can then sell for $20,000 if you need
If
that
you're
money.
stuck in Africa and some fucking warlord's got a knife to your
okay,
throat, I
whatever.
don't know if he's going to take
If you-
market
yeah,
price.
sure, that's probably a
He's probably
bad
just going to
example.
take it.
But if for whatever reason you need the money and like
You need liquidity
you don't have
quickly.
access to a bank or something like that, or you can't call anyone. I want you to be, or even if you just want to upgrade that ring to a different ring, it's your money, and I want you to be able to have access to the money that I paid for, or at least close to it. And you're not going to get that if you buy a market price ring from just your local jeweler.
So would you buy secondhand jewelry for a girl? Because you're never going to get market price if you're paying for it from a retailer.
Well, that's the thing.
Like even watches.
That's the thing. It's really, really touch and go with that. But what I would do is I would buy the diamonds, maybe from a secondhand ring, but then I'd go to a jeweler and I'd be like, this is what I want. I've already got the diamonds.
I would buy the diamond raw
Exactly.
and then have it
You buy
made
the-
into
yeah.
a ring.
You buy the raw diamonds and you say, this is what I want you to
Are we
make.
talking
me.
engagement ring or just a random like present?
I mean, in that situation, probably an engagement ring, but I like the idea of like going to, I think the cheapest place in the world to buy a diamond is India. And
Really?
yeah, I believe so, yeah.
A blood diamond, sorry, what?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Different
what-
continent.
Don't you just go fucking talk to Leo DiCaprio and say, hey mate, do you have any more of those sewn into a sheep or something?
We'll go down to South Africa.
South
We'll-
Africa.
We'll get you some black diamonds.
You catch a shark?
Blood diamonds.
Yeah, it's not black diamonds. That's racist.
Oh, man. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that the diamond is always secondhand. You're not getting a diamond straight from the ground. Unless it's a lab made, well then, okay, maybe it's
What do you think
straight.
of what do you think of like things like moissanite, which are meant to be like prettier than diamonds, but there is something in your head where it's like it's cheaper as well?
Not a fan.
I think there's no way to justify it in my brain, but I still feel this way. Obviously, it is a worse deal, and I'm being an idiot because diamonds have no fucking real value. It's just a chokehold by the beer company.
Fucking
But
cheers.
I still could never get a moissanite.
I could never.
I feel like there is a flex in your brain where it's like, no, I want to have a fucking rock on my wife's hand so hard that she can't lift her fucking hand up to salute the flag, because then everyone else can be like, damn, what does her husband do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you ever get a fake diamond?
No. I wouldn't get a fake anything.
Yeah.
Please. Who do you think you're speaking to?
Not even fake taxi?
What's that?
Not even fake taxi?
You got to have one of those.
No comment.
You got to at least come on at least one time. Come on, bro.
What about a fake agent? I'm a big fan of fake agent, I'm not going to lie.
Fake agent. Oh, the real estate agent.
Yeah,
ones?
real estate
Yeah.
agent. And they like have to get the deal done.
Do you reckon that happens in real life?
Yeah. Well,
I hope so, right?
Well, my favorite one is when they had to like get the painter to get his job done, but they didn't have the funds. So she had to convince him to get the job done one way or another.
Bro, how funny. Have you seen the one where it's like,
Is this where this podcast is going, by the way?
Yeah. No, we're taking a shift. We're taking a shift.
Are we descending to that level?
We're going into serious topics. No, have you seen the one where it's like an Asian pizza delivery girl and she doesn't have change or something like that? So they're like, well, if you don't have change, then, you know, you got to pay us back in some way. And then suddenly she's getting D'd out by fucking 2 guys. I'm like, surely there was a middle ground between giving them the $13 and getting both your holes plugged, yeah? Like, I feel like, surely.
No, I haven't
Just seems like very drastic fucking solutions. It's a good video. I'll send it to you later.
Please do.
Yo, talking about fucking porn.
Yeah.
Watching porn on a non-incognito tab, so just a normal tab.
I never use incognito.
Bro, that's dangerous. I feel like that the caches and cookies that it takes, that tells you too much about yourself when you go to fucking Pornhub.
What?
Because you get exactly what you want, and if one day you walk in and there's just a bunch of hentai tentacle, you're like, wait, I'm into this? This wasn't a one-time thing? Like, it's all over my page right now.
Do you do it on incognito?
No.
Really? That's
I'm
the
the
kind
same.
of responsibility I don't want. I don't want to know
But
what I want.
You might have a separate kind of browser.
Yeah, I've got a separate browser. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, bro. Fucking Pornhub needs to
go.
I'll be honest. Pornhub needs to step up their fucking recommendation game because it's terrible.
Yeah, it is fucking
It
horrible.
feels like it's
When
on
you go on and be
incognito
like,
every
you
time.
don't know me at all.
You don't know me at all. You know who's really great with recommendations? X videos. They learn. I don't know why we got to this topic. I feel like we should move on really quickly.
I think we should move on.
What do you think about gangbangs? Would you be a part of one?
Absolutely.
Yeah? I
Would
probably
you?
would.
Um,
How would you go about handling all that dick though?
maybe
Like,
if
would
I
you
had
like
a,
stroke them or like would you like use your mouth?
I
or would you
didn't
do bad
participate the
getting
first time,
gangbanged?
but I might the second time.
Wait,
Wait, you had a gangbang?
Wait, what's the difference between a gangbang and just a sex party?
What? Good
Gangbang
question.
is all the people on one girl. Sex party is just a bunch of people having sex.
Oh, okay, then
true.
I haven't. No.
Oh, you've been in a
Do
sex
you,
party?
do you mean
Yeah.
some shit like in
You've
Germany
been
where
in-
you?
Whoa.
Well, no, just wait. Do you mean like you walk into a club in fucking Amsterdam or Germany, people are having sex, but you're just watching, or do you mean like you got invited to someone's house for like a couple swap thing?
Well, this was by accident, by the way.
Sure.
That's what they all
okay.
say.
Well, this is when when I moved to London, my Airbnb host decided to show me the sites, as it were, a few clubs. It's very interesting, and then he's like,
Showed you
we're
his
gonna
sites.
we're gonna go to my friend's what do you call it, like the barge.
Sex party.
What do you call it? Yeah. No, that we're just
Like
gonna
a
have a few
riverboat?
drinks at my friend's what do you call
Like riverboat.
not house? Yeah, riverboat.
Those things are so poor. I can't believe you fucking gone on them.
No, they don't have to be. Bear Grylls lives on one.
Yeah, but it looks. Yeah, Bear Grylls fucking drinks elephant shit.
That
Have you
he's a
seen that
classy
thing where he gets
gentleman.
the
How
shit
can
and
you
he
drink?
squeezes it above? He
I
did
have,
it in the
I
African
have.
one. He squeezes above his head and drinks the fucking water.
Jesus.
Have you seen that fucking
I want
video?
to hear the story.
No, let me say this quickly and
Yeah,
we'll go
yeah.
back to it. Have you seen the video where there's like this crack in the fucking corn? It's like, this is the
Yeah.
how does Bear Grylls, how does Bear Grylls speak again?
We are now. Well,
Man versus
we are
Wild.
now.
Yeah,
we
no,
are
no.
now in the abyss where we are.
Just wait. We're standing here between two tectonic plates. As you see, it goes straight down to the magma in the ground. I have to be careful because any one of these might collapse at any point. And he jumps across and shit. And then some guy goes there and just fucking pans and there's a road right next to it. And man's doing this fucking karate roll
I think
kind
I
of
showed
things.
you it, bro.
Yeah. It's a
All right,
fucking joke.
sex party.
Sex party. You were on a barge.
Yeah. Well, he's like, come to my friend's house and we'll have a drink. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I arrive and the door opens and it's a sex party.
Which everyone's just fucking in front of you.
Yeah.
And then what
I
happens?
want to know what the politics of that is. Because
What do you mean?
So there's a show called Sex Life, which came out on Netflix earlier this year. That was the show that people are doing all those blind reacts because there's essentially a wife used to be a massive slut. Like, well, not a slut. She got around. She had fun, whatever. And she had this
The
partner.
wife. Were they swingers?
No. So it was a wife and a husband, right? And she had a past. And her husband just wasn't interested in sex anymore because they had kids and he was like very career focused and stuff. And so she was just constantly not satisfied. And she kept dreaming about this old lover. He finds out about this because she's writing it in a fucking journal. He reads this full journal thing. And he
Jeez.
tails this guy to the gym. You know, he's seeing him working out or stuff. It's an Australian guy, so fucking big up the Aussies.
Hey.
And they're in the showers at one point, and this guy does a turn, and you see his dick, and it's like a fucking elephant trunk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh.
you could probably shake hands with it. I'm not going to lie. And then, of course, the husband's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, this is what my wife was fucking dealing with in the past. But in that show, they also mentioned like a sex party. And I don't know what is the politics behind it.
As
Like,
in like the rules?
yeah, can you just walk up to it? Like,
I think it's predetermined.
Yeah, I think it's like I would,
Imagine getting rejected at a sex party. Imagine if there was one chick who had 5 guys on her, and then you walk up and she's like, "No, not you." What a fucking punch in the stomach, bro!
What do you do? This woman's just getting fucking smashed
Railed.
out. Just
fucking
a train is
in
being
cock,
run on
in
her.
between. She's like, look. No, sorry, honey, not you. Look. Fuck me,
Well, okay,
bro.
which one is more of an insult? If she says no to you, or she says, "Oh, only if you use a condom," and no one
Are
else
the other
uses a
guys?
condom. No
No,
one else
okay.
is.
Because that makes it look like I'm like, bro, I don't have diseases. What are you looking at me for?
Oh.
You could try and spin that into like pretending like it's a better situation than it actually is by saying like, oh, she probably thinks I'm really fertile. She thinks I'm going to shoot her up with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or that you
okay,
get
could
around
be.
a lot. You look like you've been around the block.
Yo,
so-
you could say that. She thinks I fucked so many women that I have every STD and have to wear a condom. Yeah.
True.
Anyway, sex party. You walk in. How many women
Do you
did you
join?
fuck that night?
Oh, look, I was very innocent. That was a bit too much. I think I had a drink and said, "Oh,
You went in.
Yeah, I went in.
So how did it smell?
Like-
chlamydia?
Warm.
It's
Yeah,
not
warm. Moist.
Oh, I hate that word.
There was mold forming in the cornices of the fucking the roof. You know?
How
It was
many
a
people?
very nicely furnished, like nicely decorated.
Really?
What-
Very
what
kind
was
of
the
like
ratio?
upper middle class.
That seems like a posho thing to do. Not posho, but like an upper middle class thing to do, like these fucking swinger parties.
I see that. Yeah, for sure.
What is it about getting rich that you get bored of your wife so quickly? And
I mean,
are cool
Because
with
you
her
have to
getting
be
fucked by another
respectable.
guy.
You have to be respectable at all times. So you need an outlet for that.
But
kind
haven't
of
they heard
aspect.
of mistresses? Like, why do you have to watch your wife get plowed out by 4 guys in order to
But
get your
he's
dick
plowed
wet?
That's how you
out,
lose all your
girls.
money.
Is it?
Yeah, because eventually you're going to get found out, and your wife's going to
Mistresses.
take
Yeah,
you to
you're
the
right.
cleaners.
You're right.
True. Well, okay, so what's the ratio in that party?
50-50.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
So
rough,
it's like
roughly, I
swingers.
believe. Yeah.
So it's probably swingers then, hey?
I can
Yeah.
imagine me and Baz walk in. We're both single. We look at each other like, "Wait, are we doing this?" He's like, "Do you want to do it?" I'm like,
I can imagine
I mean,
me
yeah.
saying we're doing this and you being like, I don't know, man.
nah, cap. I have no issue with that. That shit's fun.
Would you do it?
Yeah, of course.
I'd be keen.
That'd
Yeah?
be fun.
Sounds like a good night, bro. I mean, depends on how hot the chicks are.
True. But
I think
these
it also
were in
depends on your fucking appetite for public sex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So I want to get your thoughts on a couple of things. So
Okay.
this is the thing we
All right,
did.
hit me.
Because of your
I can't
aristocracy.
remember aristocracy.
So what are your thoughts on food courts?
Food courts.
Yeah. So you go in, there's an Porto on
Do you
the
mean
left,
like
Soul
a Harrods
Origin.
food hall?
No.
Where you buy the best steak in the world?
no, he doesn't mean the Meriton or the Four
Wait,
Seasons.
Do you know where Chris buys his fucking biscuits for, like his cookies from?
No.
David Jones.
What? What do you mean?
The basement in David Jones.
The food hall. The David Jones food hall.
Oh,
What's wrong with
my
that?
What are you talking about?
God.
What's wrong with that?
You had cookies? Have you ever gone to fucking Kmart and got some decadent cookies before?
Fucking decadent cookies.
Yo,
bro.
shout out
where?
to anyone in Australia. Go to Kmart. Go to the fucking cookie section. You'll find something called decadent cookies.
They're fucking amazing.
Phenomenal, bro.
They're like 100 of them.
Are
for
they?
$5.
What brand are they?
decadent.
That's the brand.
That's the brand.
I
I thought that was an adjective.
No,
Is it
that's.
both?
I mean, yeah,
It's
it's
a
like a
double
fucking.
entendre. Oh wait, it's not a double entendre in
It's
that
a 2
one.
for the price of 1 at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
So what are your thoughts on plastic utensils? Using a fork and
Why?
knife?
Why? What? In what
If you've been
situation
if
would
you've
you
been
ever
given them,
need
If
plastic
you've been
utensils?
given them, if they're in the bag, you're going to waste them?
Probably. Well, I would just say no cutlery.
What made you hate the environment?
I would say no cutlery.
Baz is retarded.
I have cutlery.
Baz
thank
is
you.
saying, what would you... We had this fucking debate last week. It's like, if you're going to go and buy fucking food from a place and eat it at your house, why would you not just use your metal fork rather than
If
taking their
it's
your own
plastic?
plate.
If it's in the bag.
So, but just don't use it.
What do you mean? It's in the bag.
So what?
So
you don't
what?
have
You
to
got
use
better
it.
at utensils.
What's the point of not using it if I've literally just asked them to put it in the bag?
Why would you ask them to put it in the bag when you got fucking metal utensils,
Yeah.
In the
dickhead?
bag.
You asked to put it in, dickhead. What are you talking about?
I mean, if it's in the bag, it's in the bag. What are your thoughts? Here's actually a very, very honest question.
Okay.
Because you never know. But what's your thoughts on fast fashion?
I mean, terrible for the
Like-
environment.
Like if you bought
As
a
you just
t-shirt
brought
from
up.
Kmart.
A t-shirt from is that
Kmart's
fast fashion?
not really fast fashion.
That's just
It's very
It's just,
fast fashion.
No, it's not.
Oh,
maybe it's
fashion is
disposable,
like-
but it's not.
No,
fast,
fast fashion. What's that fucking H&M?
Zara.
And Zara kind of invented
Zara is
a
like
fast
no.
fashion.
Yeah, H&M, Zara, which like they come in with new styles each time.
But fast
Kmart's
fashion
always
means
the
it's
same.
only meant to last one season. That's why it's so trendy.
Yeah, but meaning like they bring out new shit all the time. Kmart's not bringing out new shit all the time. You can always get the same black tees there. You can always get the same fucking black shorts there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, true. Sure, you can always buy the same fucking Crocs.
Whereas the
$4.
idea is like H&M and Zara are meant to be like cheap but trendy clothes, as opposed to just cheap clothes.
It's
like
just
Kmart
not
is.
my style. So
Bro, Zara's not even cheap that much these days anymore.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. What are your thoughts on American culture?
Chris, where do you get your t-shirts from?
We forgot to go there.
We forgot to go there. How do you get your t-shirts
Where
made?
do you
Well,
get t-shirts?
I get them from Switzerland.
Now, see,
What's this process?
All right.
Is it a mass distributor?
All right. I have a tailor in Switzerland who has my. It's not that extravagant. It's
what's
just,
hilarious is last week when he said this to us, I thought he was just joking because he's like, "Oh, I've got a tailor," and I'm like, "Oh, no, it's not."
To the house with in this house, I think.
You have what?
I've had some t-shirts delivered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I
said
put, I
you saw
put
the
in an order
packaging.
recently.
Well, what type of tailor has accounts dedicated to individuals across the world, even in Australia?
Prince Charles's tailor.
Bro, legit. And they keep everyone's measurements on file because people don't change size.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what
you can
always.
update your measurements.
But that's what always concerns me because then it's up to you to make sure you know like the right amount of slack to give yourself. Like if you like
They have
gain
guides.
muscle-
They're the experts. They'll advise you.
right.
Yeah, true.
And especially like,
Jesus.
yeah. I mean, if you work out, you obviously want it to be a little bit tighter around your bicep, and it has to. The sleeve has to be cut so that it's at the peak of your bicep because it's
Yeah.
the most flattering.
That's actually really awesome.
Imagine
You
if they
should do
can,
it. I
you know,
should
like
look it
people
up.
How
have
much are
different
they?
peaks.
How much are they each?
I don't know.
You know, you don't know how much they are?
I can't remember.
This is something I've noticed with Chris so much. I'll literally be like,
Money?
how much
Oh no.
I'm like, how much did you buy that for? He's like, I don't know, just tapped. What do you mean you just fucking tapped your card, bro? How much did you pay for it? I don't know, I can't remember.
That's the least Arabic thing about you, though. The fact that you don't just tap and not see. 'Cause I
Everyone
swear to
in my
God,
family does
Saudi,
Everyone in
Brit-
my family does that. They don't look at the
Yeah.
price tags. They just fucking
it's like it'll be all right.
They probably do.
They'll tell me if I can't afford it.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. There you go.
Fucking hell. Why? Yeah. What? Question.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on the royal family?
Yeah, good
Because
question.
I think it seems
Load
just
of
very
shit.
pompous and
Yeah.
stupid. Because like, why are we propping up some fucking people who are like, I get from a tourist perspective maybe, but Basil brought up a fucking interesting thing the other day that the royal family's only worth 300 mil, which like obviously that's a lot of money, but
They've only
the
got
fact they're not
300
even-
I think we
to
need to
their
fact check that. I'm not too sure about that.
name.
but they're not even topping the bill if Basil's correct.
It's not about money though.
What? Okay, but so
They're
what
not,
do you think?
Then the point of the royal family is not because they're a rich family.
What is it? That their uncle fucking 2,000 years ago killed another guy? You know what I mean?
There's
William the
something-
Conqueror beat fucking Harold of Normandy.
They're
or
a
whatever
good
fuck-
example.
I've got some facts here. In 2019, Forbes had assessed the Queen's had assessed the Queen's net worth as equal to at least 500 million USD.
500 million.
Yeah, 500
US.
million USD.
And that's just the Queen, so potentially
probably
it's
about
much
300
more
million
if you
pounds.
looked at the full
Oh,
royal,
it's the royal
estate.
family, they say. The royal family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how do you measure that? Is that
I'm
the
not sure,
total
man.
like?
And we were
Assets.
talking about this last week, like
And
secret. What about?
and the trend of it is that it falls by 1.2% per year.
Have they not heard of index funds?
No,
Fucking chuck it in VAS, baby.
I think it's because of expenses. And they don't
Yeah.
profit, even though they probably make money for the country, they don't benefit from that.
What do you guys think of the idea of eventually
They're
like?
self-sufficient, I think, or at least somewhat, because their land should be income generating, like farms and things like that.
Yeah, true. Oh, what are your thoughts on them though?
I'm pro monarch.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
What do you think about the drama around it? Like the Prince Philip, Prince fucking Charles, all that shit.
Which one?
All of them.
Which scandal though?
Fucking the one with
Princess Fergie
Prince
getting
Fergus.
her toes stuck.
Wait, who?
Well,
Princess
she's not
Fergie.
really a
Wait,
royal.
was that a
though.
thing?
Yeah.
Was that a scandal? Yeah.
Yeah, a guy fucking took photos of her
Yeah.
getting her toes sucked. What do you think about getting your toes sucked?
But this is the thing. All of the scandals come from people that they've married. It's not okay. Meghan Markle.
What about the Ranger?
Fergie?
The Ranger used to get into all these fucking. I actually don't remember his name. Prince Williams.
No, Harry.
Oh
The
yeah, my
Ranger.
bad. Prince Harry. He used to always get into scandals, like him hooking up with a chick, him hooking up with this.
They're not real scandals.
leaving
He's
the
just
military
a young
and all
guy
that
being a young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
To be real, like
if you're a cop, you probably shouldn't fucking break the law. It's like you're in a position of a lot of privilege, and you're
But
a
the
fucking
thing
role
is,
model.
like, people
Act like
are
it.
scrutinizing him, looking, like, watching him for when he puts a
Yeah,
toe
and he
wrong.
knows that. He knows that.
But
And
you
he still
can't
does it.
always censor yourself 100% of the time. You're always going to slip up. The difference is you don't have people following you all the time, watching your every movement.
But if
That's
I
the
did, I
difference.
wouldn't act the same.
Well, I don't know. Can you be on your best behavior 100% of the time? Probably not.
Well, that's the
We'll
thing.
see in 5 years' time when Milk Bucket blows up.
Bro, that
Got
shit would
the
be fucking
paparazzi
crazy,
flying
man.
out to Oz.
Yeah. The next thing I wanted to ask you is, what are your thoughts on American culture?
Very broad.
Yeah.
topic.
So we can start off with canned laughter.
Okay, this is because, for the listeners,
By the way, Chris is an avid listener and watcher of Big Bang Theory. Go on.
I do not.
What?
No,
He
he's
hates
winding you up. I do
Thank
watch.
God. I was about to fucking turn off this podcast and fight you, bro. Jesus.
it. Delete podcast.
No, but I occasionally watch the odd episode of Seinfeld,
Yeah.
which is great show.
Every couple of hours.
Basil's just wrong for this one.
Basil hates
Silly.
it. Only because
not
he's
funny.
never seen it. He doesn't understand.
It's just
it.
not funny.
It is funny. Objectively.
You've never seen it, so you can't
It's not like
comment
it was
on
a top
whether
show
it's
or some shit
funny.
like that.
It's
what?
just annoying because it's like the last episode had 80 million people, and that's in the 90s.
So it's objectively a successful,
Yeah.
funny show.
Exactly. It did so well. Fucking, you think
There's
about,
a reason for it too.
you look at Larry David. He's co-wrote Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld, right? And I didn't realize he has a show called Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's obviously done a lot and stuff. But I looked up his net worth and somewhere between $300 and $600 million.
Yeah, fucking
And I'm like, I had no fucking idea that it was that. But then you realize how successful Seinfeld was and then how successful Curb was. And it's like, fucking no wonder. Like if you looked at Jerry Seinfeld's collection of, I think it's Porsches. I think he's a big Porsche guy. He's got 100 of them.
He's a billionaire, right?
I think he cracked $1 billion, yeah.
Did he?
I think he was the first stand-up comedian to crack $1 billion.
Really?
You know
Okay.
who hit a bill today?
Who?
Rihanna.
Really?
Yeah, no, a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Rihanna versus
Jay-Z.
Beyonce, who you go for?
In terms of
Who's the one that
Who you
married
want to go
Jay-Z?
for? Beyonce.
Yeah, I prefer Beyonce.
really,
Yeah.
I'm a
Probably
Rihanna
Rihanna.
girl.
You Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Rihanna,
Damn.
I never got the appeal of Beyonce. She always gave me very basic pop girl vibes, to be honest with you.
very diva sort of.
Yeah, whereas and also for people who fucking want to have a great warm up for porn, there's a song by Shakira and Rihanna. I think I Can't Remember to Forget You or something like that. And it's fucking mad sexy. And you see Rihanna's got a really sexy Islander accent, you know what I mean? I don't know if she's Jamaican or if she's just from a different island, but she comes from that Caribbean kind of descent. And no, she's a sexy girl.
There you go.
I like her. Yo, Rihanna, come fucking hit me up.
Bro, imagine if we had Rihanna on the podcast.
That'd be sick, bro.
Imagine if we had a billionaire on the podcast.
What if we had a fucking rap battle with Rihanna?
I would be down.
Yeah, that'd be sick though.
I'd watch.
What are your thoughts on fast food? I'm for those that don't know, I'm an avid eater of fast food.
Yeah, you are.
I don't think I've seen you eat one piece of fast food.
It's
No,
just
no,
not-
correction. He had half a chip from your KFC.
Yeah, he had
meal.
half a chip
Oh,
of
it was
KFC and said,
terrible.
I'm not doing
Oh,
this.
never again.
Bro, KFC is so amazing.
What I don't get is
If
that,
your body, you take, you work out. You
Not
obviously
anymore 'cause of
respect your
lockdown.
body.
Yeah.
Okay, not in the last month, obviously.
no, he works out. He does not respect his body.
okay.
He respects the way it looks. He does not respect what
But
he
like,
puts
why
into
would you fuel your body with that shit?
Let me tell you why. Because I
And it
won't
doesn't
be
even
able to-
taste good.
Okay, okay, I'm going to answer your question probably in the next minute, but I'm going to ask you a question first.
Okay.
Which type of person are you? If you say I'm going to lose the ability to do something, are you the type of person that adapts to how life will be after it? So for example, if you say, okay, I work in a job right now and it's really cushy and I do nothing all day, but then in next week I'm going to start a job and I'm going to be working 24/7. Are you going to just enjoy it while you can and then ramp it up? Or are you going to slowly get used to working really long hours so that you're fully used to it and you're ready to go for the next job? Which mentality are you?
I think it's better to ease yourself into it.
Okay. So
This feels like a 10 tickle thing, bro.
well, the reason why I asked that is because I'm the type of person that relaxes while I can be relaxed, and then I'll go hard when I can go hard. And I know for a fact that in your late 30s and in your 40s, you can't eat fast food the way you can eat it in your 20s. So
How do
I
you
know, you hear people that have a burger, like a Big Mac meal, and they'll have heartburn afterwards.
Yeah, but that's because their blood pressure is so fucking
Well,
high
that's it.
because
No,
they're
no,
not
no.
taking care of themselves.
All
Well,
people,
not necessarily.
everyone who's in their 40s says that, bro. You
Oh,
can't
that's
just
not
have
true.
you can't just have a cheeseburger. You can't just drink fucking the same amount we can drink now and just not feel shit the next day. And I know that I don't feel like I'll have 3 lots of KFC in one day and I'll feel great the next day.
Right.
So I'm gonna enjoy that.
But
while
you
I
don't
can.
really. I mean, if you had a day of only eating really high quality, healthy food,
I feel no better. I feel no better.
Really though?
Zero better.
I'd call cap. I feel like you just haven't had one of those days in a long time.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I have salads.
What salads?
Potato
salad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on potato salad?
It's fucking fantastic.
I actually really like it. What do you reckon?
No, I'm not a fan.
Why?
Really? Have you only
Cold
had like
potato.
Have you only had like white people one where they put like fucking raisins and shit in that?
Raisins? I have the Coles one. Pasta salad.
You've never had a homemade potato salad?
Bro, I'm not white.
It's not a white dish.
Potato fucking salad?
No.
Oh, my bad. It's Ethiopian.
No, I think a lot of black people in America.
I do agree with you on that one.
I think
very sort of white. Yeah.
No,
It's white
dude.
trash.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no.
It's like Midwest
America,
America.
there's
Yeah,
literally-
it's Midwest America. That's
in
what it
America,
is.
there's literally a stereotype of white people ruining potato salad by making white people potato salad, which is where they put fucking raisins and black currants and shit in it, rather than just keeping it. No, I think a lot of black Americans would not say that that potato salad is not that.
Speaking of
Really
that,
unhealthy potato salad tastes fucking delicious, bro.
I like potato salad.
OP, dog.
Well, this is actually another question very similar. What are your thoughts on people putting non-chocolate in brownies, like nuts or raisins or shit like that?
Fucking kill yourself.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, the brownie should be good enough that it stands
True.
on its own.
Yeah. It should speak for itself.
Exactly. It should speak for
I
itself.
agree.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a fan of nuts because of the texture it gives.
I don't even like chocolate chips in my brownies.
Really?
What?
I think it should be crisp on the top and then fudgy.
Your brownies are really good,
Thank you.
I
Chris
don't
is a very
like
good
it.
cook.
but they could have some fucking toasted almonds in them.
Do you reckon?
I mean,
I can do that.
could you?
Yeah. Well, I can do like
I
half
think-
and half, and we can see which is better.
It just feels like your
Hey.
parents trying to bait and switch you. They give you a banana, they give you a muffin, pretending like it's a fucking chocolate
nuts
chip
aren't
and
that
it's a
healthy.
blueberry or something like
Oh, that's deception.
Blueberry muffins?
that. No,
I like
nuts
them.
are healthy. They're just high in calories.
Yeah.
They're good fats in them and stuff though.
But yeah, but they have a really nice satisfaction because of how much calories they have in them. Like you feel
Okay.
really satisfied after.
What were all the unanswered
Satiated.
questions we've kind of...
What was Jeffrey Epstein's island like? That was one we had. What is it that with
Oh,
high
wait, what did
class
I
people?
ask you about KFC that you were going to answer in a minute?
What was it?
I can't remember.
Can't remember either. Oh yeah, why I have it so often. Because I want to take advantage of the fact that I can have it and feel great while I'm young. And I know that's not going to
Okay.
be around forever.
But that might contribute to you not being able to have it in the future.
Yeah.
Still, okay, going back on Jeffrey Epstein.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to drink every
Oh,
day
but
in
this
the
is
future.
the thing. You don't spend money on food. That's one of your things.
I mean, how so?
I mean, like you will...
All he does is spend money on
I
fucking food. He only eats out.
No, but he'll buy the cheapest possible takeaway or he'll go to the
It
cheapest
adds
restaurant.
up, bro. It adds up. Because this is how I think about it. If you're buying 2 meals a day, there's 30 days in a month on average. So it works out to be 60 meals a month, right? So if you're buying fucking $10 meals, well, then that's $600 a month.
Do you think that you spend less money than me on food?
I'm not sure. We'd have to compare like bank statements. I don't look at
Because you know that I overwhelmingly cook for myself.
Here's my take on it.
Yeah.
I would say I spend the least amount of money on food because I meal prep for 5 days at a time. I wouldn't be surprised if you spent more because, one, I don't see heaps of fucking groceries just lying around, and you cook meals like from scratch.
Yep.
Or you might like cook one and then you have like a dough fresh for the next day to make the next one. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you're buying ingredients for one dish, that becomes super costly. It's only when you apply economies of
That's true.
scale
But
that
you
shit
do
can become
use
cheap.
all of that ingredient eventually.
No, sure. Like,
Sometimes you don't. Like if you buy rosemary, it's like $3. You only use that once. And then the rest of it you just
I
don't
mean,
have.
like typically you'd make something that you could use rosemary with the next day to make sure that you go through it.
or if
That's
you
smart.
waste
That's
it.
really smart.
if you buy steak or something like that, and you're
Yeah.
planning to cook like steak, basted in fucking garlic and rosemary butter or something like
Give
that.
me 20 minutes.
That shit's expensive to like buy. You know what I'm saying? If you're buying from like for
But
that,
it's much less expensive to buy it and cook it yourself than to get a steak from a restaurant that's going to cost you $50.
it depends though, because you can go to Hurricanes and get a nice steak for like 30. It depends your like level of taste.
Yeah.
But
steak for
I
30,
still
yeah.
just spent $15 on that steak that I'm having tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a good quality steak.
Jeez, there you go.
So it just shows you.
son. Fuck, awesome. Yo, I reckon how long has this podcast been? It must be like 2 hours.
145.
There you go.
Oh.
Shit. All right, boys. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Who knows how much of this we're going to cut, so it might not actually be 145.
Who knows?
But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you think about Chris. I hope.
Yeah, please.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let us
know.
know what you think about these fucking new setup.
Yeah,
I
let us
really
know if
want
it
to get
sounds good.
feedback from you guys about this setup. Hopefully it sounds good.
Fucking fingers crossed, eh?
Fingers fucking crossed. Otherwise, please check out our sponsor at PuppyThis on Instagram.
Use our discount code down below for 10% off.
Just click that link. Otherwise, do we have any other business?
No, hit up the Instagram, hit up the TikTok. Make sure you click the likes and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification icon because we will be posting videos more frequently. Check out the last video that came out a couple of days ago. Make sure to give us 5 stars on Apple and Google reviews.
Please give
really
us
helps
reviews.
us a lot.
The
It's
reviews are
fantastic
awesome.
to grow. Tell your mom. Let her listen. You know what I'm saying? If she's cute, send us a pic. Who knows? Maybe we'll have her on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, there might be an after show. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks so much for being with us, lads. So, thanks so much for coming on, Chris. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having
Thanks
me.
very much
Hopefully,
for coming
you'll
on.
have me on again.
100%, lad.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
All right, boys. See you next
Beautiful.
week.
See ya.
Good night.